What's going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I gotta have a conversation with you guys about Tee Henley because you see how the sun is hitting me. This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Tee Henley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people when I see Dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self-care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to make sure that you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Tee Henley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Tee Henley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. What's going on? Is Anton from antondaniels.com. I appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with us. Molly will be here shortly. But I got my friends. I got Carrie, got Slimmy, and Q Diddy in the building. What's going on, y'all?
What's poppin'?
Chilling. What's the word? How y'all feel?
I'm great.
Good. Yeah, I'm great too. I like that word better. I'm great too, Slimmy.
We here in April.
Yeah,
Aries always win. You know what time it is.
that is true.
You know what time it is.
I have an announcement to make to the people.
I be forgetting that my birthday be coming up. I don't even be thinking about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I have an announcement for the people.
What's the announcement?
About to have a kid.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. No, you're not.
Are you serious? See, you don't know if you're serious or not.
I didn't know if I was gonna tell y'all, but yeah, man.
Yeah, right. You serious?
Lying. It's April Fool's Day. He's lying.
Oh yeah, it is.
This doesn't work, man. I'm born. This is the month I'm born in, dog. Like
I forgot it was April.
That don't even work.
All right. I like that.
I
like that. I like that. I'm about to have a kid for real though.
You say what?
I'm about to have a kid for real though.
I don't know what that means.
It means the same thing it meant for you. It means the same exact thing it meant for you.
No, it don't.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
I've been talking about this for a while.
You've been talking about if you would consider doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you going through with it?
It's already in place.
It's in motion?
We don't believe you. You need more people.
Okay.
We gonna see.
All right. Watch.
We gonna see.
I wasn't thinking about no April Fools. That's Quentin. I'm serious. I'm serious for real.
I can't tell you the last time I let one off in a
So wait a minute, y'all not happy for me?
I don't believe you.
That's when we ended.
I don't believe you.
That's crazy. My friends ain't even all right. What
do y'all say?
Hey, wait a minute.
You're joshing. Is that the word? You joshing?
No, it's cap. In 2025, it's just cap. Cap.
Hey, if you all right, so let's do it like this. If you say it Thursday, we'll be happy then. That's fair. Thursday is, I know you serious.
So I gotta re-announce it. I gotta re-announce it on Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's not how you spell Rita. Her name has an E in it.
Y'all don't think I should have another kid?
I think you should have. I think you should run it up like Elon and do what you do.
Whoa.
Well, not with like
I
multiple,
agree with you.
not with like multiple. Like, well, no.
I agree with you, Quinn.
If you can do multiple, definitely do multiple. If you can do multiple.
Wait, hold on. You had to change. You had to change your heart.
Who?
Anton?
I've been always on the fence. I've been going back and forth for a while.
No, I'm talking about this Elon Musk stuff though. He got 14 kids though, right?
I think that is really just a financial thing, to be honest with you.
Man, Andrew Tate did a miraculous job explaining about men of means being able to have multiple children. And if you can do it, hop on board.
That's 2K. Waiting on 2K. There you go.
You see me now?
Yeah, I got you there.
Oh, nigga, we can't see you. We see a dot.
I don't know why. Hold on.
He must be in the lab.
Yeah. I'm in the lab for sure. I just got off a show.
Hey, man. What the heck?
How'd the show go?
Oh, cool. It wasn't no show like that.
What was the subject of the show?
They were just helping me pick out some furniture for my business room, for my office space.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah. Really liked it. Like,
hey, who was some folks up there yesterday?
I don't even remember. I don't be remembering what be happening from day to day, bro.
Man, that lady with that cigarette.
Oh, Dusty Dime.
They said you're the new Jerry Springer.
Yes. He is.
I'm trying to get an SBA loan so I can scale my business.
You don't need no SBA loan.
Shit. I don't know how I'm gonna pay extra people, employees and stuff.
What you need employees and stuff for? You don't need no employees.
Yeah, I do. That.
To do what?
You just gotta put systems in place and then you can scale it that way.
Bro, like, cause man, it be hard, dog. Like, you got to be Superman, bro.
I got a specific set of editing skills if you need my assistance.
Well, when I get the bag, I got you.
I'm telling you, listen, you could just you can run a skeleton operation and you could be running 4-5 different channels.
Anton, like, I see how you do it, and see you got the luxury of topic, right? You start at a topic and you get to stop at a topic. Like, your breaking points are easy.
Mm-hmm.
But see, my show be all over the place. It's like you might get a hot moment right here, and some mediocre, then another hot moment, and like you got to try to like catch it and push it all together. It's kind of hard to like edit.
No, you just got to have more structure with your shows.
I won't.
And then you just write down the breaking points in your notes as you continue to do the show, which will allow for you to be able to get exactly what you need out of it.
Look, I was watching you on Patreon. I ain't get to finish it. Did you touch on that?
Oh, yeah, I touched on all of it. I showed the back end operation, how I do everything.
I'm
gonna do a follow-up one. I'm gonna do a more extensive one, a live stream where I show people more how I run the operations and stuff.
Okay, I'm definitely definitely tap back into that. So I ain't finished.
Yeah, you could do it. You ain't gotta I don't want to talk too much about it because I was talking about it on Patreon, but the business should be paying for its own scale. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times, in my opinion, what I've seen with a lot of content creators and people that even businesses outside of content is that I think that people scale too fast.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they have to scale back.
Yeah. It was scary this year, Anton, because when I did my taxes, man, I owed 22 racks.
Oh shit! You don't even know what my taxes look like. My taxes.
I told you to get a
I don't want to see what those shit look like. No, I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
So now I got my wife on payroll, so that's my only employee. So I pay her through my business. We gonna get that money back. I was able to knock the number down. I got it down to like 3,000 because like I do my bid in front of the house. So I was able to put all the rent on and the electricity and all that. So I got it down to a pretty good no number. But this year here, like I'm on it super hard.
Yeah. That's how Kerry convinced me to spend a whole bunch of money at the end of last year.
Yeah.
Get rid of some
Right
money.
off. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's why I put so much money into my studio.
Somebody
You
said,
you seen the studio?
yeah, I did. It's dope, super dope. The only thing I don't like about your studio is that goddamn soundboard you got.
The one for the Millionaire Morning Show?
I sent you a picture of it. I said this logo.
It works for the Millionaire Morning Show. That's the only thing, because I use a Stream Deck for the rest of the stuff.
Okay, I use the Rodecaster Pro too, bro.
I seen it.
It's what it is.
Yeah. All right, so I got a question. Oh, this is perfect. So let me pivot for a second, because I was gonna go with the Anthony Edwards first.
Ooh, that boy the GOAT.
But
yeah, he's cool.
I'm not gonna go there yet. First, I want to get y'all opinion on conversation from last night, and I'm not gonna play it anything, but I just want to get y'all opinion. I wish Molly was here, but she'll jump on in a minute. Can people with different beliefs still be in a relationship?
If
2K, so let me preface this. I say no. I said no last night. 2K says yes, they can be in a relationship.
Spiritual beliefs?
Yeah, it don't have to just be spiritual. It could be anything. It could be spiritual beliefs. It could be
it's different
beliefs when it could be two different lifestyles. It could be whatever. Can people that see things be opposite, right? We can say opposites attract. Can people that are opposites, they can attract, but could they be successfully in a relationship?
Of course, me, absolutely. All right, so me and Sarah's relationship are based off of difference. Like, I'm from Mississippi. She from Hawaii. So that's two different cultures. And what we learn to do in the differences is to respect each other with the difference. So once you got that level of respect, of course, you can go forward with the differences. Like, I think that Sarah's a big girl, so she can handle her own decision. Like, let's just say, because I know that this a big one for you, the Democrat-Republican thing. I wouldn't care how she voted. That wouldn't affect me.
So these are political beliefs or like religion or what?
It's
different. It could be either. It could be political. It could be religion. It could be whatever you want it to be.
Yeah. So like her, whatever she believes in, it don't affect our relationship, because at the end of the day, the relationship is work anyway. It's gonna be something you're gonna have to work through anyway. So it don't affect me.
I don't believe that relationship should be work.
It definitely is, though, Anton.
No, it's not, bro. I don't believe in that. I just believe in coasting. I'd rather not try to program you to be like I am, and I'd rather get with somebody that's already rocking with the way that I'm going. I don't want to work. I don't want to work out with you. I don't want to work on nothing with you.
You don't want to work out with them. Like,
I'm saying I don't want to work through issues in a relationship. Okay. I just want to have a good relationship. I'm not the type of person that's going to sit there and try to program you. No,
that's
it's not
hard. Yeah. You got to get a woman that's on point. Like, this ain't. It ain't. I get where you're coming from, and I get that you could do it, nigga. But women is out here being difficult. Even this. You can see the spirit of a woman, even in the sweetest woman. You can like see past it to something else, and
that means that she's not for me.
That makes sense.
Now listen. So today,
I don't want to talk to everybody. I just only want to be around the people that, you know what I'm saying, that I want to be around. I'm not interested in confrontation. I'm not interested in arguing. I'm not interested in going back and forth. I don't want to work at it. I don't want to sit down and talk about our issues. I'm not interested in that. I don't want to do that.
I understand that, but the most passive aggressive thing a woman can say is, "I ain't gonna argue with you."
No, but see, that's because she's saying that because she's argumentative in that moment. That's because y'all having a confrontation. I don't want to have a confrontation. I believe that me and you, me and whoever, Rita, whatever, I believe that we should be able to have because see, even us, like us on this panel, we argue on a panel because we're passionate about the subjects that we're talking about, and it's great for content. But in real life, none of us, we don't have that same think. People would think if you looked at me and 2K and how we go back and forth on like a Monday night or something like that, you would think that me and 2K would be beefing in real life. It's not like that. You know what I'm saying? We actually, it's one thing to objectively create content and be passionate about what y'all arguing about, but it's another thing to be confrontational as a person in real life. I'm not a confrontational person. I will walk away before I go back and forth with people in real life. You know what I'm saying? About something that's real that we really disagree on. I think that people should be able to have a conversation without it being confrontational. I think you could say anything to anybody if you say it the right way.
But Anton, I believe what you're saying, but I got to side with Q Diddy.
Okay.
Because he 1,000% right. Today I introduced, for my morning show, I pulled up a list of chores and times for Sarah to complete the chore.
You about to trigger Carrie. Look at her.
now look at her reaction. Okay, it's not that. Listen, the list is beneficial for her. The list is beneficial for her. It'll have her doing these objectives and being complete and have rest for the rest of the day. They also go to work and abide by these rules. But the thing is, they didn't like it because it was the list. So they wanted to be argumentative about nothing. Just because of how it was perceived when the list was there to protect her. So Q Diddy is 100% right, bro. They just want to argue. It's in their soul. If you seen this list, bro,
No. I'm laughing because I'm curious as to what Carrie is shaking her head at.
I had the whole day planned out.
Carrie, you be arguing, Carrie, don't you? You sweet as pie. I bet you be arguing, don't you?
Nah, no,
You don't
my
be
husband,
arguing.
we don't argue a lot. Not really.
That makes
Not
me
really.
happy.
I think I need to put about my what I call it, my program, so you can get.
Did your wife ask for a list? Like she asked you to help her to get more organized?
No, she didn't. But me as the leader of the family, I felt it might be necessary to step in and apply some structure.
Okay. Do you feel like she's been struggling with structure?
Well, I think all women struggle with structure.
No, that's real because I'm working on structure. That's what I'm saying. You know, I rolled my eyes at first, but then I had to process because if she is struggling with structure and you offer her a list with times, that could potentially be helpful.
Yeah, because what I seen now with the program, what I seen was a lot of women be like, okay, well, we got these kids, we can't keep this house clean with the kids running around, and so I had to bring it home for her. I said, think about any daycare you have ever went to. Them daycares have 20 kids and they don't be nasty. They be clean. So I was like,
but they also have help. It's not just one person.
But it's not 20 kids here. So
it's a 3-to-1 ratio what she got at his house.
so listen, so it just took the structure of, hey, do this, and do this around about these times in your day of free. But they so worried about what the list make them feel like. They kept saying words like this is slavery. I'm like, no, this is me helping you. After when you do this list, you got bukus of free time. Buku. I said, listen, if you want to go to work, you got a 30-minute break and a 15-minute break. After every exercise,
where you work at that you get 30-minute breaks, my nigga?
Every objective, it comes with a 30-minute break. She got 4 hours worth of breaks. But women be worried about what it looks like because he wrote it down on paper and gave it to me.
I can't front. I mean, I normally don't really agree with you, 2K, but I mean, depending on, as long as you don't have nothing crazy on the list, I'm not necessarily mad at it. I'm not necessarily mad at the list.
I'm gonna email a copy to your husband. Thank me later.
Okay.
So we good over here.
Let me get on the program, man.
Oh my God. What do you think about this, Slimmy?
Hell no. No.
About what, the list?
I ain't got nothing to do with that list. I ain't got no kids.
No,
like
No. What do you think about
the topic? Hell no.
Yeah, being able to
No.
like
So if you're gonna be married in holy matrimony, you definitely got to be equally yoked. You definitely have to have the same belief system. You gotta be on the same level, or it's gonna fall apart. Now as far as maybe if you're just doing a business marriage, something like that, maybe not. Maybe you'll figure it out, but you're gonna clash. I still feel like you're gonna clash in some ways, and I think it's gonna be difficult when you deal with somebody who is the opposite of you. You're going to clash. That opposites attract shit is false. I believe that's false, man.
Bro, okay, think about how nice I am. I play all day. Sarah is super serious. Like, but
that's what opposites attract mean, not believes what you are to your core. That
yeah. And so, like, when you come around, Slim, and Sarah say, "Oh, I like Slimmy," so now I can like you because that's what the two differences do. It gives you a perspective on from both points. Listen, if Sarah was friendly and I was friendly, we easily gonna get tricked out of our spot. But the difference is she watching this side and I'm watching this side, and now we good, and the differences work with each other.
Yeah, that's on a small scale and minuscule things, but major things. Whereas if both people, if one person has a really bad temper and someone is non-confrontational, it's going to lead to shutouts. They're not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to work through things. You know what I'm saying? Because one person is super vocal, and the other person is just like, "Yo, I don't do this."
That's
you know what I'm saying?
So
that's what I'm saying. Like, and that
works, though. I can see that working. Somebody being vocal. I think that one's fine.
I think
not somebody who's not
that's one of the cases
confrontational.
where opposites attract actually do work.
Nah, hell no. Because that person that's not super vocal, they're going to shut down, and you're still gonna have the issue. You still gonna have the issue on the table. They don't want to talk to you when you riled up.
But that depends on the
like behaviors can still change without talking. Like they can listen, taking what you're saying, and then alter their behavior. They don't, you know what I mean? If that's what kind of person they are, they don't like confrontation, but they listen and hear. That doesn't mean that things aren't going to get better.
Yeah. Because if you realize that the person you're with is that type of a person and you care, then you make space for that.
Yeah, you alter how you come at shit. Yep.
Yeah, but how much do you care to where you're willing to put up with it? Because
what are we putting up with? Put up with what exactly?
It's one thing to care about a person, but it's another thing to let that affect what you got going on in your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I can care about you enough to where I'm a let it, you know what I'm saying, slow me down or affect what my life is or whatever like that. Like I can care about you and let you go.
I don't think that the example Slimmy gave should have that level of impact. I think that if you're with a person who is the type of person who doesn't like to talk about stuff right off the bat, like they need time for processing, and you're the type of person who likes to deal with it right there, I think that those are the types of things that you should be able to utilize, like communication skills to deal with, compromising skills to deal with.
I'm not doing that. I'm not compromising.
No. That's not what I said, though. I'm talking about somebody that's extremely volatile and someone who's non-confrontational.
Well, then they would never got married to begin with. That's bad in everything, every situation.
Some people like that shit, though.
You ain't good for nobody. Shit.
No, some people like that.
I'm sure, but that would be something that you should probably not marry.
I'm with you. Like, okay, there is a difficulty. Like, I can admit that. Like, sometimes the conversations come to a halt because I'm this way and she's that way. But that's why I say it's this the part of the relationship where it takes work. Where you gotta overcome that because we got language barriers in certain areas and we got to get over. It's not working as in a sense where, oh, I hate her. It's just I know she don't receive conversation in this form. So like with my girl, like I have to it's a 2 steps when I argue with her. I have to introduce the problem, go away from it, and then come back to it, because she got to think with the problem. If we argue about the problem right then and there, she won't see the point. But see, that's the workflow. That's how we learn.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the words you're using because I work in the morning. I don't work at home. Ain't no work.
My nigga,
Ain't no ain't no work.
Work.
Ain't no that. It ain't for me. Ain't no work and no relationship, bro. We gon' we are going. We go.
What's the significance of saying you don't work at home? Why do you say that? What are you insinuating?
He's saying that when 2K is referencing working through the relationship and all of that stuff, and the difficulty that comes along with all of that stuff, home is supposed to be where peace is. When you put in the work and you're dealing with all of the shit that you got to deal with on a daily basis in order to earn the resources, when you get home, that's supposed to be your sanctuary. I'm not about to sit here and be going back and forth with you all night with that.
It's supposed to be solace in the home.
And I'd rather be doing that work at home than picking from the streets. I tell you that.
But that's the thing. I don't feel as though I need to be picking from the streets. Listen, I would rather be by myself than to deal with all of that headache, bro. I don't want to be with the headache. I'm over that. I'm not for that.
It's not constant. Like with me, I know my girl. So she give me hell when y'all know. Around about that time of the year. That's the time.
That time of the year.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What
time? You talking about that time of the month? You talking about that time of the month?
Okay, that makes
we
sense.
are not cranky. I mean, like,
that's the
we're not cranky.
That's a myth. Like
No.
Everybody
is won't even let me come over.
That doesn't mean because she has an attitude. She just might not like she might not be. You might trigger her if she's dealing with cramps. Like you might be annoying. You might be annoying.
Carrie, we're not going for this feminist shit tonight.
That's not feminist. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's not the case for his wife. I'm just saying all women do not turn into these monsters.
Okay, I agree. All women. I agree with that. 100%.
Now, some women handle it better than others, but I've been with my girl forever, so I know how. Like, I can literally tell when her period on the way.
I get you. Okay,
because the mood is that like she just it's like she trying to make an argument from scratch.
Can she fix it?
Huh?
Like, is it fixable?
Sometimes it is, sometimes it ain't, bro. Sometimes you just got to
bear.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, man, like when it's about to happen, she started making arguments from scratch, bro. All she need is a text message, and then she gonna start with that. Throw some more argument on there, season it up, and then here we go. But yeah, like that's what the period do. Cause I ain't gonna lie, it's there.
Point blank.
That makes me happy that someone else is experiencing things that I've recently experienced.
She might be more irritable, and so, like I said, you might be annoying her. You might be a little irritated.
Carrie. What's her name? What's her name from whatchamacallit? Moda? What's her name? Ida Moda. You getting sized up for that cake?
Yeah, but and keep sized up. I know me. I'm not for everybody. I walk around the house smiling and playing all fucking day. So to a woman who over here suffering, she bleeding 3 days at a time and still ain't dead. She probably.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably like, I don't feel like it right now, especially on day one if she gets bad cramps.
I get it though.
Then that just means that I don't have to be around you when you cranky. That's my thing. Like I don't feel as though I need to work through everything. Sometimes you may just need to be by yourself. Or I'm out. I'm about to go to the studio. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna cook up. I got stuff that I need to do. We don't have to be in each other's face all the time. I believe that absence is very good for relationships.
Yeah.
I think that when people have their own thing going on and they have stuff that they're busy with and all of that stuff, I'm busy, you busy. Hey, maybe I only see you 3-4 times out of who knows? I might see you 5 days out of the week, 6 days out of the week. I may see you 3 or 4 days. Who knows? My point is that I think that people, I ain't got time to be sitting there. I'm not about to sit there and go back and forth with you all day.
And so, have you
I can't think of. I can think of very few things in this world that once you've been with a person for a period of time that you need to really be digging down in and getting into some drag down arguments with. I don't see that.
The newer women are different. And Anton, have you ever had to argue about having too much fun?
No.
What?
Hey, you
what?
Yo, listen, bro.
That's a new one.
I bet you the niggas in the comments know what I mean. If I'm out,
y'all on the island by yourself.
I'm not with my girl, and she hear too much fun going on in the background, nigga, it's a problem. It's a real problem. If I come back home too happy,
you better go to sleep.
It's a problem. Bro, in the comments know what I'm talking about. They hate when you have fun without them.
Somebody said women hate fun.
I promise.
I guess
I can't front though. I've thrown. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Anton.
No, go ahead, Carrie.
I have a couple of times thrown that.
Lord have mercy.
But I had to learn from it. A couple of times, I've kind of thrown that at my husband. I'm like, you travel all over the world. You're having all this fun, and you get paid for it.
Sound like a life to me. Sound like a good time to me. I mean, honestly, man, it's like, because like if you having fun, I'd be like, oh man, I'm glad, hey, have a good time or whatever. I'm not just. I want you to have fun because I know that that a happy you is gonna be a happier you when you come back home. If you happy when you gone, that means you're gonna be in a good mood when you come back, and that's good for everybody. Everybody is happy when you happy. I'm happy.
Happy wife, happy life vibes, nigga. Stay.
No, happy wife, happy life. That means
that's what it's giving.
Happy wife, happy life means when you just agree with a woman because you don't, you know what I'm saying, you don't feel like dealing with the bullshit. That's what that means. No, being a happy person away from me, but then you come in with good energy. That shit is that's fun times.
And see, the problem is these women don't know how to pick their battle. Like,
why is there a battle at all? But I even showed it on my vlog the other day, like how we communicate. Rita will come to me a lot of times and be like, Anton, you said that we was gonna do this, and you still be busy, honey. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I be wanting to see you. And I'll be like, all right, I feel you. I hear what you're saying. And that'd be the end of it. Like, I'm not about to sit there and explain to you, no, because listen, I was looking this up and you just don't understand, man. I be trying to I'm not doing all of that shit. Some things don't need to be explained. Hey, listen, I hear you. All right, okay.
You know what I just heard?
That's it.
Rita is a master communicator.
That is true. She knows how to communicate.
On top of knowing how to use her femininity, because most women in that scenario, they ain't for to sit right in front of you and start pouting. Okay. You said 6:30. Hey, Rita, Anton, come on now. You said you was gonna be on.
But see, that's not what happened. Now, I'm gonna tell you what happened because it was on my vlog. But what happened was I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna be done at whatever, and then we're gonna go ahead and go out." I think I had started a live stream at like 8. It was like a Patreon exclusive. And I said, yo, I'm only gonna be doing this for like an hour, and then we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna hit the streets or whatever. But it wound up going to like, it was like an hour and a half or something like that. And then right after that, I got a phone call and it's like, yo, check out this property. So then I go and checking out the property. And so now I'm deep diving into the property and I'm looking up all of the stuff. That take another hour. And then it's like 10:30. And so she never said anything. She just went and put her pajamas on and she just went and chilled. And then we start, you know what I'm saying? She never mentioned it that night. She never said a word about it that night. But anyway, so the next morning, I'm in the studio and I'm in the office and we talking on the phone. And she was like, hey, babe. She's like, listen, you know, you said that we was going to be going on an hour and you know you. And she was like, and I already know who you are. So I was just like, yo, let him do his thing or whatever, so on and so forth. But she was like, yo, she's like, don't be, you know, if you're going to promise me something, you know, I'd like for you to keep your word because I'd be looking forward to going out. And I was like, all right, I feel you. That was it. That was it. It wasn't no, she got us meet me right then and there or whatever, so on and so forth. And it wasn't no confrontation. And she came to me with a pleasant voice. And it actually incentivized me to make the adjustment because now I'm going to be more mindful when I start to get caught up in the work and stuff that I need to have a balance in order to cut it off. But the fact of the matter is her spirit, her demeanor, the non-confrontational part is what then weakened me to have a heart to hear what she got to say. And it makes me actually want to do more for you because your femininity is your superpower. But my point is that why do it in other scenarios for other people? That could be a confrontation. That could be something that could absolutely be a drag down, knockdown fight. And it don't have to be that way. And I don't want to be around people in real life that the shit got to turn into a toxic situation. I don't want to be around.
What age did Rita learn that? Because I remember watching the video when they tried to kill you. Mm-hmm. And Rita was y'all had a drag out argument because Rita wanted to go with you. Mm-hmm. So how much is that?
But we were in our
20s.
I would imagine that I was like 23.
That's what I'm saying. How much is it maturity?
Yeah, but we 42. And at this age, as a younger man, I will put up. I might go back and forth with this shit because I don't know no better. As a 42-year-old man that understands how women need to communicate and don't feel like being bothered with the bullshit, I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not about to argue with nobody in real life. I'll be like, you know what? Listen, you chill out. I'm gonna go down to the studio or I'm gonna go down to my apartment downtown and we're gonna figure it out tomorrow. I'm not arguing with nobody, bro.
But you did counter that. You had a count for the differential.
But she wasn't confrontational then either.
Yeah.
She was just kind of like worried and saying, yo, I want to come with you on that type of shit. It wasn't even no argument like we beefing type argument. It was like, yo, no, I'm coming with you. And I said, no, you're gonna get your ass in the house. Okay. So it wasn't like an argument, like a normal argument. I'm telling you, man, we don't have that. I don't experience that with women in real life.
It like right now, bro, I have became the master of picking my battle. And so like, it's not that she's not argumentative. It's not that she is argumentative. It's like, I can assist you in bypassing a couple of these arguments with my decision. So I know for a fact, if I want to hear her mouth all night, I'm going to stay on to 1 a.m. with Anton.
What do you mean if you want to hear her mouth? Why would she be mad at you?
Because like, I'm not in the bed eating coochie. Like, we be on late. You know what I'm saying? You know, coochie, the coochie turn on as well. Like the kids in the bed, like I can stall down for an hour. Like playing time.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so like it just be depending, you know. It depends. So like I know if I want to get into an argument, I stay on at 1 o'clock with Anton.
Oh my God, that is so stupid. Anyways, anything else on this one, guys? It's just a little conversation. I see Molly. I'm gonna wait for Molly to cut her camera on before I bring her up.
I got 2K. I got some of this nasty shit.
What's up, brother?
And bring my girl Molly up. Molly, what up?
Molly.
Hey.
Hey, everybody.
What's the word?
I was listening.
Oh, this shit tastes like Sprite.
Let me read these super chats really quickly, and then we can get to this Anthony Edwards conversation. Chris Spears says, "Congrats, Anton. Hope you get a son." Real talk. There we go.
Wait, what?
We'll talk about it. Slimmy don't want me to talk about it till Thursday, so
It's an April Fool's.
it's not an April Fool's. We'll talk about it. Daily Discourse with Arturo Power says, Anton, we just lost Wisconsin Supreme Court seat. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I got to do a show. I'm pre-recording a show tonight for the Millionaire Morning Show tomorrow, so I'll talk about it. Jay Hustler says, salute AD2K, keep standing on your square. AB says, yo, Anton, they had you on Power 105.1 NYC about the Miami girls trip and jams men right now. Huh?
What?
They using one of your clips.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. Miami girls trip? I did a video about Miami girls trips.
Probably just the girl when you was talking about the girls trips.
When was I talking about girls trips though?
I thought it was on the vlog.
Bro, I stay on the radio and they won't even say my name. That would be pissing me off.
Oh, that's grimy though.
Oh, shout out to them then. 6'8" Aquarius says, women don't have hobbies. My ex couldn't stand it. I watch sports, wrestling every week, and then I spent time with my record collection. I got 1,300 records, and she couldn't stand it. What I don't understand is how come women just don't go do the things that the guy, like Rita would be like, oh, can I go to the game with you?
Listen, some women, bro, be so into you that they don't want to do nothing outside of you.
I don't want no girl like that.
But them the ones that's super loyal. Like they don't cheat. But they don't have hobbies outside of you.
Yeah.
That's kind of how Sarah is, but now Sarah branching out, she's starting her own stuff.
Yeah.
But it comes with extreme loyalty though. So like that's the trade-off.
Yeah, them motherfuckers will kill you, dog.
Yeah, that too.
Ivy League says,
off
I feel you too, K. That late night coochie be good and marinated too. Chris Cunningham says your vlog was needed today. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. Molly, you look real cute right now.
Stop.
Oh,
No,
thanks.
she look
She's been
real.
working out. She's been working
I was
outside
rushing.
on the roof.
No, she look real cute right now. I can't even. She got. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Oh, thank you.
Got the curl with the Kango hat.
Yeah. So, anyways, we can jump into the Anthony Edwards conversation. Here, I'll play a video or a clip of what a girl is saying that kind of perfectly summarizes it, and then I'll deep dive into it, and I want to get y'all thoughts.
Baby, Anthony Edwards said, fuck them monthly payments. Give me the total. He basically saying, I'm not finna finance nothing, including them kids. How much is it? You not finna drag me back to court every time you want to increase running up my attorney's fees. How much is all 216 payments? And come to find out, the baby mama is like 38 years old. Anthony is like 23. Girl, you knew exactly what you was doing. But he hit you with that plot twist and was like, I don't want nothing to do with you or that baby. I give you all the money up front. You better budget wisely over the next 18 years. You wanted a check, I'll write you a check, but it's the only one you gonna get. Ladies, y'all better quit trying to trap these YNs. They don't give a damn. They not gonna beat around the bush with you. They'll just flat out tell you, I don't want that damn baby. Now, I do feel bad for that baby though, because the baby ain't did nothing to nobody. But ladies, y'all gotta stop trying to tie these young men down with responsibilities that they don't want, because they not gonna take them. And then you already know she was on some I'm gonna trap his ass type of shit. Because right before she had that baby, she moved to California. Anthony filed his case in Georgia. California has stricter child support laws than Georgia does. She was trying to get more money, but that shit backfired on her ass. Because Anthony said she moved to California for the sole purpose of trying to get more child support. And the judge agreed with him and sent that case back to Georgia. She tried to manipulate the system, and Anthony said, I can't be manipulated. Girl, just go and take your check and leave that man the hell alone.
So Anthony Edwards basically is in the news for proposing, paying child support in one fell swoop, paying all of the payments for child support in one fell swoop from, I guess it's a second baby mama. I want to know what y'all thoughts are about this situation.
After this move, it's time to start putting Anthony Edwards in the GOAT conversation.
That's GOAT as fuck, nigga. Pay all that shit out, and then ain't no modifications when I get more money.
What?
Yeah, it's time to go in the GOAT conversation, bro. Bro, this is the Trump card, bro.
Yup. Now I pay all up front. Yup.
He played her game. Listen, you want the bag? I'm gonna get the bag. And
Don't
guess
fuck
what?
it up.
The bag.
Don't fuck it up.
She's gonna run out the bag before the baby turn 8.
Yep.
How
Man,
old is she?
She's 38.
No, how old is the basketball player?
You like 21 or 22.
22.
Oh my gosh.
Man, listen, don't listen to these niggas up here, man. Don't listen to these niggas up here. Strap the fuck up.
This is
Stop
after.
shooting up the club.
It already happened.
Stop
Listen to
shooting up the
Slimmy.
club. Stop shooting up the club, man. Stop.
Listen,
Man, this nigga. Wait. Y'all condoning that this man give up motherfucking 2.5 million straight up. He didn't have to give her shit, but come in her fucking mouth. That's all he had to do.
Listen,
that's not the topic.
What are y'all talking about?
Well, that was his choice, though.
I'm talking about the topic is what I'm talking about.
He didn't do that. He ejaculated in the spot that creates a child. So
what?
Slimmy, you speaking in retrospect, bro. Okay, listen, we just speaking about the moves that he have because some got to be done. All right, we know he nutted in her. She kept the baby. He said he don't want it. We can't change that. So this move right here was the move of all moves.
Is the judge letting him do that?
Yeah.
I mean, I think either way, I'll be like, all right, cool.
Is child support increases, but that still won't be no big thing. Because
go ahead.
If you'd have knocked out the the majority of the child support, and let's say they increase your child support by $2,000 a month, okay, you 16 now. Let me go ahead and give you this $24,000. So he done knocked out the majority of his responsibility by law. That's gangster as fuck. When the ball went in his court, usually niggas don't get a next move after she had a baby.
I'll be honest. If I were her, I would prefer that. I would be like, sign that away, give it to me.
Why would you?
You willing to get that max contract of $400 million?
I don't care. I don't care. That's good for him. But if you said it's 2-point-something million, so let me take that and I'll do what I need to do for the kids and multiply that. Like I don't.
Nigga, whatever. Nigga,
what do you mean, whatever?
She gonna multiply 2 points, whatever, nigga. She gonna be tapped out in about 4 years. She out of money.
Thanks.
How?
Because she gonna buy some big shit. What you mean?
Why you think she gonna do that?
Because people who
on the baby.
When people who don't usually have a large sum of money get a large sum of money, they do dumb stuff with it. They don't invest it and multiply it, Carrie.
That's not a fair statement. I don't know.
No, it is a fair. No, it's an accurate.
I don't know anything
statement.
about.
I'm not just making it up. I read books, and that's what happens.
What are you talking about? People who win the lottery? Are you talking about anybody in general?
People who
come into a
like him, money, like him, because isn't he coming into a large amount of money too?
Who?
I mean, this is a lot of people.
And most pro athletes screw up their funds. So yes, you're proving my point. What else? You had any other questions?
No, but my question is,
he has more coming in though. He has more coming in. She don't.
I get that. I'm just saying, if it were me, I wouldn't be mad at that.
But listen,
I wouldn't be mad at that.
She already rich off being a baby mama. She got a baby by a little baby.
Jesus.
Do she really?
Yeah, that's his first baby mama. That's little baby first baby mama. So she already rich off being a baby mama. So she probably gonna take that 2.5 and take care of both of the kids with little baby.
I don't understand why.
Wait. Why are these dudes pursuing?
I don't understand it either.
What? This dude is with Chief Keef baby mama now.
Why are they all passing?
Why are y'all going after the same women?
It's so weird, Sonny. It's weird as hell, bro. I don't get it.
Maybe the women are going after them.
No, you don't have to go for them. No, you can just block them.
Yeah,
access denied at the fucking door.
But how old is he again?
It don't matter, Carrie.
It does matter.
You cannot absolve them.
There are so many women in
it's
this
not
world.
about absolving. I'm just saying I could see how that could happen if these are young dudes and these are women who have targets on their backs. I can see how it can happen. Clearly, it can happen because it happens.
Man,
they get finessed. They get finessed. They're more attracted. They're more. The guys
Who
that
got
you're talking
finessed?
about. The guys you're talking about.
The dude got finessed because some a prominent rapper's baby mama approached you. He got finessed because he nutted in her.
Yes.
Yes, Slimmy.
Yes.
Apparently so. According to how you're playing the picture to be, yes, it
I
does
ain't playing
sound
no
like he
picture to
got
be
for
nothing.
that's how that's
I'm
what it
not playing the
sounds like.
picture to be
Y'all,
nothing.
yes, you are. You're painting it to be like, why would these cats bust up in these women?
That's
And
not painting a picture. I'm asking a question because it doesn't make
I'm
sense.
saying
All these dudes keep sleeping with the same people in the same
I
circles.
don't understand it either.
that's
Son.
what I'm speaking to, Slimmy. I get you. And what I'm saying is maybe these women are targeting these guys. And if these guys are 20 something years old, it's probably fairly easy for some of these women to
Carrie,
get into the position that they're in with them.
Listen, bro.
Carrie, it's not just basketball players. It's
I'm not,
other
it doesn't,
rappers.
I
It's
don't
other
care.
rappers.
Whoever,
They are doing the
whoever,
same things, and they're not all young. It's older dudes in here too.
Slimmy, women, we are very good. We're strategic.
We
They're
We're
ain't
not a
we're never gonna be
Slimmy.
that
We
strategic.
are well. Clearly, we are because it's happening. Like y'all can
Brittany
argue it
Renner
all
got
you
her third
want, but
rich dude. Shit.
we're literally talking about what has happened. So I'm clearly not making it up because y'all brought up actual stories.
these dudes are dumb.
I mean, I'm not here to say if they're smart or
These
not.
women,
I'm just
I'm not
saying,
I'm not about to sit here and just these women are strategic. None of that shit. They not living by no type of code. They not living by no type of ethics. They're not using their brain at all.
But my
At
nigga,
all.
Slim, I'm not gonna lie to you. If it take 2.5 million to take care of a baby, I ain't gonna lie, man. I probably nutted some fine shit too.
What?
That ain't no money. That's a drop in the bucket for Anthony, bro.
Yeah.
That's nothing. 2.5 to have a baby. Who else want one? I'ma write that little nigga off anyway. You muted my Anton.
Because I'm disappointed.
Now y'all talking crazy.
And listen, I don't care if you make $1 billion. $2.5 million is still $2.5 million.
Now you get 400.
We do. Yes, it does, man. Listen, we make a lot of money. I make a lot of money. $100 is still $100. $1,000 is still $1,000 at the end of the day. You don't lose a sense of reality of what money is or what the value of it is. I know that if I tip a certain thing, that it's going to change somebody's life. I know that if I do this, it's going to, what I'm saying? Like, it's still a lot of money at the end of the day. I don't care how much money I make. It's
Fuck
still a
out of
lot of
here.
money.
Man, what?
but what
And
difference
that
does
is
it make if
exactly
he's
why
gonna have to pay it anyway? Then what difference does it make if you think it's a lot of money? Isn't it the same amount?
that's the whole point that me and Slimmy is making, is that they fools, is that I shouldn't have to pay it anyway because I have
Exactly.
a choice on why or if I even want to be in this position in the first place. I'm not giving no chick $2.5 million just because I don't have dick discipline. That is a huge fumble.
Anton.
So are y'all talking about what should have happened before what
Because
happened
that's not
happened,
their
or are y'all
call.
talking about now that it's happened? Because I agree with you, but it happened.
I'll
So
give you
what
an
are we talking
example.
about, before or
I'll give you
now?
an
Listen,
example.
in Anthony Elba's life, he might get 2 max contracts.
Thank you.
It's 400 million.
I don't care, bro. Listen, you know
Anton,
one thing
you got $2 million in cars,
no, you know what? But they my cars, and I can resell them.
and them his kids. You got
You
cars, he
can't
got
resell them.
kids.
You can't resell them. Listen,
Shit,
here's my
they can, nigga. Somebody want them little motherfuckers.
no, they don't. Here's the thing. You never heard one person that I got to give a lot of props to. You don't hear shit about Kevin Durant losing $1 to a chick.
Yeah.
Not $1. His entire career, he'd been criticized for a lot of things on the basketball court. Hey, you went to Golden State and all of that shit. You don't hear one fumble from Kevin Durant when it comes to the fact that motherfucker is all money in, no money out. Only thing he's spending money on is investment.
Video games.
Kevin Durant don't do house tours. He don't do, you don't know what kind of cars he got. They not leaving an arena trying to figure out what he driving and shit. Kevin Durant is so low key. He don't make nobody rich unless they add value into his life.
Fact.
Hey, listen, for y'all in the chat, listen, man. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about for real. Because honestly, y'all are fucking tripping. The first thing I said was these dudes need to stop nutting in these women. Ain't no coulda, shoulda, woulda, ain't no y'all wrong, nothing. That's the first thing. The niggas need to stop nutting in these women. I say this shit damn near every motherfucking week. Like, stop shooting up the club. What the fuck is wrong? Like, what is wrong with the mentality that niggas is like, oh yeah, you gonna make this amount of money. I don't give a fuck about how much money you gonna make. You losing 2.5 million because you chose to lack discipline, man. Think about this right now. What could that 2.5 million be going towards?
Yeah, you ain't
What
get
could
the
that
follow-up.
2.5 million could be going towards? Now you got a kid. Now you got a kid that's gonna grow up. He's gonna resent this nigga straight up because
it's a girl.
why the fuck everybody else yell when they passionate? Shut that shit down, nigga. I'm making a valid point. Stop doing that shit, bro. Just because I'm yelling, everybody else does it, and y'all say I'm upset.
You don't
and
ever
I'm
just
passionate.
talk normal though.
But everybody else, you don't talk normal, nigga.
I'm talking normal right now.
Right now.
You just
right
said
now.
Never. You just said never.
Right now.
You just said
I never said never. You making
just
stuff
said
up.
you never talk normal.
I never said never.
That shit.
Okay,
I never
Quentin,
said never.
Let him finish. Go
I
ahead,
never said
Slimmy.
never. I never said
Quentin,
never.
Stop taunting.
Yeah, man. You just
Go ahead,
wasting time,
Slimmy.
nigga. Anyway, like, dude, this nigga do that shit, man. That threw off my whole train of thought, man.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But listen, hey,
that's worthless though, bro. Like, that's stupid.
Hey,
just let somebody talk.
In the grand
well, you were saying what could you have done with 2.5 million?
Man, that shit is childish.
You were talking about where could you have used 2.5 million?
Oh yeah, 2.5 million. Anything could happen with that amount of money, right? Anything could happen. But now you're gonna have a kid that resents you. You got a kid that's gonna grow up by themselves. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, y'all condoning this shit. Y'all talking about this nigga the GOAT. This nigga this.
Get that
It's a
shit
kid.
away to somebody that
It's
actually
a kid that don't have a dad.
Facts.
It's going to a good cause. The kid.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. I'd rather get that shit away to somebody that really need it than to get that shit.
Y'all tripping, man.
Y'all.
Hey, look.
Then to give it to a woman that already got a baby.
Keep thinking the way y'all think. Keep thinking that this broken home shit is cool. Keep thinking that shit cool.
It remind me of like Erykah Badu and Wiz Khalifa's baby mama. And both him and 21 Savage got kids by her and shit like that. And I be thinking
Amber Rose.
And I be like,
21 ain't got no kid by her, dude.
He just dated her.
I thought it was somebody else that had a kid with her too.
You talking about the Kardashian and the male Kardashian, Rob Kardashian and
no, Rob had one with Black China.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyways, the point is that it's so many bad chicks out here. Why deal with a chick that already got a baby by somebody else that's famous? I don't get that part. That is weird to me.
You can literally build a bitch at that point. Like
you can. You literally can. You can. I don't get it, bro. I just don't get it. Even like if you go locally, like I'm sure all of y'all know what kind of sort of what's happening locally in your city, because every city got a scene, right? Every city got a space where locally, you know, who's who be kind of all in the same circles. And if you think about it from that lens and you start to pay attention to some of the women it's all of the same women is in the same spots. And a lot of times them same women will jump from dude to dude. They'll jump from whoever the NBA player that's hot in the city at that time, or the NFL player is hot in the city at that time. They'll move from that person over to the hot local rapper or whoever the content creator is and all of that stuff. And they all in the same circles, right? It's all the same women. And when you see these women a lot of times, and you know, everybody know everybody, but you see them and you be thinking to yourself, why would I want her? I'd rather take the chick that got 200 followers on Instagram and don't nobody know her, and she chilling and she low key, she bad as hell, and she not causing a scene and she not trying to be seen as much.
Anton, the only
Like,
thing,
why would you get with that chick? Because you know what come attached to that. You know what the hell is like man. Listen, you could talk to these girls a lot of times, and you know what the funniest part about it? I'll give y'all a secret. I'm gonna tell you a secret, and this is the honest to God truth. And any dude that had dealt with any chick that's hot on the local scene or the international scene, they will tell you this. They all fucking tell the secrets of the niggas that they've been with. Real talk. You could find out everything about all of these dudes. Whoever was the who's who, they come around, they do it in the studio. They come into the studio and they be like, yeah, this is this dude. Let me show you. This is his DM and shit. Or this is what he did. Oh man, they be telling all of the fucking business of the niggas that they been with.
but Anton, okay, so
why would you want to be with that chick?
Okay, listen.
They all talk. They all talk. I'm telling you, they talk, bro.
Okay, so listen, let's play devil's advocate. Let's see why we would rather get with a used chick versus one that I got to build from ground up.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason for that being is the chicks that you for the build from ground up probably gonna turn into the chicks that's used anyway.
It don't matter. She not mine no more.
But see, exactly. But see, you built her though. Like, think about a Kanye. He took Amber Rose ground up. That probably cost them $300,000-$500,000. And
no. I didn't say spend no money on her.
No. But see, if you building her, that's what happened.
No, building her could just give her visibility.
The next rapper
building her could just give her visibility, bro.
The next rapper nigga is for to take what you built on and capitalize off of it.
He the sucker.
I don't think so.
He just listen. The dude that get the chick, right? Let's say you knock a chick off, and historically, from my generation, it's ain't no fun if the homies can't have none for the chicks that you don't give a fuck about, right? Yeah. So if you the dude that get the chick, or if she you know what I'm saying, you knock her off, or even historically when you talk about famous guys, whether it's a rapper or whatever, a chick will be with the guy, and a lot of times he'll be like, yo, I ain't really fucking with you no more, and then the homies get her, right? You don't want to be the dude in the train that comes second, third, fourth, and fifth.
Right.
The guy that had her first, he unscathed. Nigga, you don't want to be the one that go after this other nigga.
But see, look at.
So then, what do y'all think it is? Why do y'all think they're doing it?
No, look at it because it's not true. Look at
because they lames.
They're
lames with money.
Chris Brown turned Karucha up to the masses just off of visibility.
But he had her first and she wasn't shit. It's different. Everybody else that talked to her after him is the suckers. That's what I'm saying. These dudes, they stupid with money. They just they crazy dudes, but they just got resources that make them even more stupid. That's it. Just because they famous don't make them any different. They don't have a lot of them be awkward. They ain't got social skills. They be dumb as hell.
Which makes them a very easy target for a determined woman.
I don't disagree with you. But these dudes need OGs. They need help. They really do need help.
Look, I know Bow Wow had to see Future coming. Like, this nigga got all Bow Wow baby mamas pregnant, bro. It's insane.
Dog, what about Omarion's baby mama? She be with everybody.
He had a nigga she was homie hop. Like, she was out of pocket.
Yeah, she definitely was with a lot of guys.
Wasn't Dr. Dre with her?
How do y'all know?
Well, let's go ahead and put
she's been visibly been with a whole bunch
on the
of
TV
different
show.
guys.
What's up, Didi?
We could go ahead and put Russell Wilson in there. Did he qualify for the damn fool?
Yep, that's why we all laughed at him. No, he was the ultimate fool.
Who?
Yeah. Russell Wilson. Because he took what everybody had and then he said, would you be my wife?
Hey. Shout out to Russell Wilson for
you can't even say that
for marrying the person that he loves. Nigga.
You can't even say it. You can't even say it with a straight face.
I could be Russell. Me and Future are too different. This nigga was putting his thumb in your butt. It's too different. You got to explain to me how you like this sex.
No, it ain't the fact that he put his thumb in her butt. It's the fact that he rapped about it.
No, bro. And he know it. Them niggas get warmed up the Future, dog.
Cool.
Well, isn't she pregnant by somebody else outside of Future? She has another baby on the way, or another baby.
Who, Sierra?
So Future doesn't even. Oh, not Sierra. I thought y'all was talking about Future's
Oh,
and Bow Wow's baby mama.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about these celebrities, baby mamas, and who fucking who. I just know Russell Wilson because he plays football.
I don't think these women, if they're getting knocked up for money, it's obviously not working because they keep having to go from man with money, man with money, man with money. So somebody's money is drying up. If you need
And they do. A
all
lot
this
of
child
times,
support from all these different people.
Yo, listen, let me tell you something. I had a chick tell me, I ain't gonna say no names. I had a chick tell me exactly what was in a nigga bank account before. Like, she was like, nah, this nigga broke, like in real life. And she was his baby mama. A famous NFL player. Famous as fuck. And I was like, what you mean? What? She was like, yeah, that nigga broke, man. I was like, shit. I was like, sign this NDA. Come on with it. Sign this NDA.
Yeah, he signed this.
Come on over here and sign this NDA. Real talk, man. I'm telling you, man, it's some diabolical shit. They tell all your business, bro. They do not fuck around. Do not mess around, bro. And these niggas, and they don't. These guys don't even protect themselves, bro. Like, they don't even like try to prevent them from saying shit and all of that stuff. They don't do none of that. They just let them rock. Here it is. I think this is it right here, ain't it? I always have some laying around. Crazy, bro. I don't understand it, for real. I genuinely don't understand it. I'm so confused.
That's crazy.
And they all fucking say the same thing. You gonna make me sign? Yeah, bitch. You was just telling me this other nigga ain't even got no money. What the fuck you talking about?
Yeah. It's a man. That's why, I don't know, man. I ain't got shit. You can don't tell somebody about me.
Yeah, but the problem is that you're gonna have a whole lot of shit later on, and you didn't make her sign an NDA, nigga.
What's she gonna tell them about? A keyboard in the mouth? That's all I got. Yeah,
okay.
Right now.
All right, go ahead.
Nah, but see, I don't plan on working closely with women. When I
heard that one before too.
No, I don't, bro. Women scare the fuck out of me in the workplace.
Heard that one before.
Yeah.
Heard it all.
Like, if I had women on my team, they have to work remote.
Yeah, okay.
I got virtually sexually molested. Done deal.
Yeah.
I heard it all. All I'm saying is, fellas, protect yourself.
Yeah.
Please protect yourself. Don't
use
get
condoms.
Caught up. Do not get caught up, bro.
But for what it's worth, the way Anthony handled the case, GOAT status.
I don't think so. Well, I mean,
dropping the bucket, 2.5. I could down there come up with that, Anton.
Yeah, but that's not the point, bro. I think it's smart to handle it once you're in the situation, but I think it just enables more bad behavior because this ain't even the first chick that he done dealt with that he felt facing these same problems.
Yeah, this just happened again. This just happened.
Man, that's a game
with another chick.
Well, athletes aren't known for their smarts, y'all. I keep saying that.
Certain ones.
Majority.
Nah, you can't do that.
Majority.
Majority of them dumb as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Y'all niggas will say anything. I'm substantiated.
Holly, if you had you married.
What was you gonna ask her? Ask it hypothetically.
Allegedly.
I can't. Like who would you trap?
She
Definitely not an athlete because one, they don't be having money like that. They do go broke extremely quickly. But probably I would not trap anybody, not for no child support because
It
I
was
think that's
the
dumb.
hypothetical.
But I don't know. I can't see anybody
And
because a
what
lot of these
profession would
men
you?
out here, they do not be having it like that, and they be having a lot of other women. They be paying for a lot of other baby mothers and kids. I don't see the perks of
How,
it
how can
personally.
we? How can we say they don't have it like that, and we know the
Maybe a white
contract?
collar career guy, not an athlete or a rapper.
We know the contracts they signed, so we know they do have it like that.
Yes, but what
And there's
happens when they're
there's too
done
many
or they get
cases.
hurt?
There's too many cases of these women running these dudes through the mud in child support court to say they don't have it like that because these women are balling out.
How
but
are
they
you going to
don't.
have it like that if you're being ran through like getting taken for everything with child support? How do you have it like
What
that?
was his question was, who would you take to the
No,
child
I
support court?
can't see
This was the question.
nobody.
So
See,
he does have it until you take it.
Ask Carrie.
No, they be going broke. Y'all don't hear these women? They be having the richest of the richest baby fathers, and these women are complaining that they're not getting enough out of them. What
That's because
perks
they
is it? And they
greedy.
don't
What you
and they
mean?
don't learn from
it
each
do got a lot
other.
to do with greed.
But still, so
They
stop
greedy.
using a child as a meal ticket. Like
Ask Carrie.
what's the point?
Carrie, who would you take if you was hypothetically in a position to?
Like who you feel like is easy work. Like you know you can get that nigga and get his bag.
And the guys are not married, assuming they're not married.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, yeah, for the sake of conversation, yeah, they're not married.
I would probably target like, for instance, out here, there's a lot of dentists who have like multiple practices. And I find that a lot of them are into real estate and all these other different things. So I'll probably target some like a dentist who has multiple practices, or like a doctor that has multiple.
Chat GPT search. You been looking into this?
She do sound like she thought about it prior to tonight.
No, no, but it. I mean, I did kind of look into it, not for that purpose, though. Not for that purpose.
Hair going for the win, man.
No, not for that purpose. I came across I came across a dentist because me, my kids, we all did Invisalign. So I'm the dentist. I was gonna do some marketing work for him, and so my husband as well. He wasn't gonna do the marketing work, but we had a meeting with him, and I learned about all of the things he was doing, and then I started noticing all of the practices he had around here, which started to make me look at other practices doing the same thing. So I'm just
like
saying,
that,
if I were to target, I would go that way.
I like that. Carrie's gonna be my PR person for sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. I mean, that's smart as fuck. That's smart as hell.
Yeah, he has a whole bunch. He has a plane. He has like all these other things. So again, it was a different level of exposure to me. So I would go that route.
Yeah, Carrie. Yeah, Carrie.
G Money said cap.
I like that, Gary. I like that. All right, let me move on to the next subject. Let me read some of these super chats, and then we'll rock out on this next thing. Chris Spears says, shout out to Chris Spears, says, why don't NBA vets give rookies the game? I think that they do. They just don't be caring about it. Because that's what Jeff Teague said. He said that he wasn't really listening when they were saying stuff to him, but he said he you know what I'm saying, he didn't realize until he got older. KS warned y'all, Gen Z dudes roll like they mama. Shout out to Me University. MP says, Slimmy, most dudes are closet simps and tender. Lola Bunny says, Lil Baby was 21 when Aisha got pregnant by him. She was 28. Anthony is 21 and she's 38. Seems like she is predatory in her choices. Rob says, my guy Slimmy is having a sugar-free crash out.
Why sugar-free, nigga?
Sugar-free is insane.
Andre Liggins says, Looking like an angry Elmo. Danny Shea says Slimmy temperature elevated like he paying that $2 million. Me University says baller hunters have above average femininity. LA Miles says you know that there's a saying, money enhances more of who you really are. If you were a broke a-hole, you'll be a richer one. If you are a broke lame, you'll be a richer one. If you are broke 304, you'll be, well, you know. Shout out to my dog, LA Miles. I love that. Chris Spears says Carrie is diabolical. People aren't supposed to know that. Well, if I ever go broke, I'm gonna be like, Carrie, who we targeting?
Who we targeting?
Who we gonna get out of here? All right, y'all. Let me spin a block. I'm gonna play this clip really quickly, and then I want to get y'all thoughts on it.
My partner of 7 years left me for the little girl, and I say that word intentionally with my whole chest. Little girl, she's 22, but still, who he was flirting with behind my back for God knows how long. But he, literally, went from me to her. Didn't have 10 minutes to himself to figure out if he would miss me, if I had any kind of value to him. And he's instantly enmeshed in this girl's life. I shouldn't be stalking on my burner accounts, but they're reposting about, this is worth fighting for. Meanwhile, he didn't fight for me. They're reposting shit about having babies and getting married. I mean, what? How do you deal with something like that?
She should be stalking on his account.
Yeah, nigga, that's good. You dumb hoe. That's funny.
I believe that all women have burner accounts and that all women pay attention to what's going on out in these streets. I believe that all women have burner accounts. So with that being said, look at Carrie. Not me.
Not yet, and you ain't got no reason to have one right now.
Give it some time. We'll get you up there. We'll get you up to speed. But anyways, she says her man left her for a younger woman or a younger her. Is this likely to happen? And in what scenarios is this a possibility? Like, does this happen amongst normal men? Does this happen when men level up? When is this likely to happen? And how can women prevent themselves from being in this situation?
It happened to my friend.
Really?
Yeah. Well, not my friend. I just know her around the way, but she's like 50 dating this like well-off dude. He owned a couple restaurants around here. And then like maybe they were together like 2 years, and he was like, she left me for a 25-year-old with a baby. And I was like, that sucks.
Anton, honestly, leaving somebody for somebody is, to me, as far as I can see, a predominantly white thing.
What?
You think so?
What? Yeah, listen, time out. Hold on. I never see black people leave other people for people. They might cheat on them, but they never leave them for the people. That's
because it's black niggas. Because black niggas ain't trying to be with Jay, just trying to bust a nut.
Yeah.
So when you break up a happy home, you about that bitch.
I only see white people leave people for people, bro. And the reasons are obvious. Hell, baby, listen. You want the new Bentley or the old one? Shit. You know I'm coming. I need that new shit.
I think I just think white guys are more inclined to lock something down if they cheat, and I'm gonna keep you once you leave, old homie. I get it.
I don't think that most guys leave women for another woman. I think that most guys, if you see a guy pop up with another woman immediately that he already in love with, then he
had already checked out.
He already had her in the tuck, and she was already in there anyway.
Yeah, he been checked out.
Yeah. I don't think that guys tend to leave the situation that they have for something else. I don't think that they're looking to trade up. I think that they're looking to be collectors.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's
I don't know why people don't just behave.
We want a 16-car garage. We don't want
I agree, Quentin.
Yeah.
So dumb.
What do you mean you agree?
Nigga,
I agree with what he just said. Just behave.
You're like, God damn, nigga. If you want to go do other shit, leave me alone. Shit.
I agree.
When is bringing out his inner feminist.
He probably got tired of being called partner and wanted to feel like a man or the man.
It's women always say how they'd rather a dude just lead them than cheat on them. I think that'll crush them more.
Oh, they lying about that. I don't believe that shit.
I think it'll crush you more if I say, "Hey,
I'd rather leave
I like a
than to cheat, but when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. Oh, how I feel so sad."
I think that you're right, 2K.
Yeah, bro, that should have lead me to scrap. My gut came to me, hey, I'm with somebody else. Like you ain't think me and this nigga can coincide at all. You just want to leave me?
No, I'm not with you on that one too.
No. I'm saying like that's how you got to start looking at it. Like, damn.
No. It was only supposed to
in space.
It was only supposed to apply to women. It wasn't supposed to apply to the
like
guys.
if it'd make me feel like that, what would it do to a woman?
No, I think that women are different. I think that women can coexist. Oh, look at Carrie. Carrie always disappointed.
Put me by Carrie. Since we alive.
Well, then I gotta pull her down, man. Let me get Molly back up.
Put me by Carrie.
I think that women can coexist. I don't know why that's such a difficult concept. I just don't get it.
Because for the longest, that not happening has worked just fine.
Like, why is it so difficult for a man and a woman to just be together, the two of them, and that's it?
Facts.
I think that they can know about each other, but they don't have to be around each other.
What is this new? I can cheat and do it however I want, and polyamory in a freaking marriage nonsense.
I know.
That's the nature of how you are.
It doesn't make any sense. Like
monogamy is just programming.
No, that's called greedy.
It's not. No, it's not. That's the nature
that's greedy
of man.
And lack of control.
No, it's not. It's the actual nature. No other character.
Sorry, go ahead.
No other species is considered greedy because they move in their nature.
But
no other species.
I think the nature is for males to
things in like you were just getting on the guy for not showing self-control with his
shooting up the club.
No other species use condoms. If you want to play that argument,
I never brought up that with this. You bringing that up?
I'm.
You're bringing that. You're introducing that.
I'm going to say this: the nature
we're talking about monogamy.
We're talking about monogamy. Men are to procreate.
If you would have listened,
not to lie to women.
If you would have listened
behind their back,
if you would have listened, you would have heard me say. You would have heard me say. Monogamy is programming. Men move in their nature if they're dealing with multiple women. That is just your nature.
So what is our nature as the woman? Since
you're a nurturer.
You're a nurturer. No, what's our nature in regards to multiple men or one man? What's our nature?
So can you be pregnant by more than one man, more than one man at once?
No.
Outside of having twins?
No.
Okay,
well,
then.
You can't. That's
not in your nature. Then it's not in your nature. It's in a man's nature. It's in a man's nature to impregnate multiple women at once.
But if all those women are together,
in there? Your
cycle sync up.
Is it in their nature, or are they able to do it?
That is nature.
That's not nature. That's
how do you think? So you think it was just like one man, one woman, one man, one woman, one man, and that's how the world was made?
No,
I don't think women are naturally monogamous.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
I think that a big part of it, yes. I think that was an issue years ago. They said it in the Bible. It said years ago that was an issue.
Them rules were put in place by niggas who couldn't get pussy. Because think about it. If Anton was getting all the pussy in the village and I write the laws, I got the right somewhere in here so I can give me a fair share.
Carrie, let's go in the back.
You're for real.
I mean, you can't really argue with logic.
It sounds crazy, but I guarantee you the niggas back then making the laws wasn't getting no coochie. The niggas,
it's just, I don't know. It just seems like sometimes you guys take great pride in making it sound like the world should just move in a way that is 100% comfortable to what you want. Like there is like there is no, like God doesn't call for y'all to make any kind of sacrifice, compromise, or anything. It's like everything moves according to what you want. That's what it sounds
we
like.
are made in the image of God.
We both are.
No, we not. You made from a man's rib. We made in the image of God.
What is?
Well,
Oh,
God
okay,
is talking because Slimmy was talking nonsense and he took him off the stream.
let's go with what you're saying, Anton. So therefore what? So what does that therefore mean?
So the nature of us is to lord over, and the same rules does not apply. I think that the problem with these conversations a lot of times is that we don't think about nuance. And the nuance is that you're looking at it from one lens. When I'm having a conversation, for example, about women's privilege or what women can get away with, or even the last conversation where we talked about, hey, who would you hunt or whatever, so on and so forth, or if you were in this position, who would you target? That's not a conversation that's applicable to men. It's not an apples to apples, you know what I'm saying, one for one. And so I take into consideration that you are a woman, and that's why I asked you and Molly, and I didn't pose that question to anybody else. When we talk about the nature of men, or when we asking these questions about men, I think that y'all have an inability to remove yourselves and how you feel as a woman from the equation to have the conversation in truth. And so you think that we are supposed to think like you when it comes to the nature of men or relationships or whatever. And it's not a one-to-one. Men are different than women, and women are different from men. It's apples to oranges. So we can't think the same way that you are. We've been indoctrinated to tame ourselves for the sake of civilization or whatever you want to think about. We've been taught to be this way, but it's not inherently in our nature. It's just like cheating, right? If a man cheats, chances are in most situations he can or he may cheat without thinking about it. It's just a moment in time. It doesn't necessarily mean the woman means anything. It actually has to be something that's nurtured for him to start to care about her. If a woman cheats most of the time, she don't just instinctively cheat the same way that a man cheats. She has to be emotionally connected to the person before she even thinks about it. The nature of who we are is different. Now, what we decide as a society, as far as how we're supposed to operate, that's a whole nother question. But the nature of who men are, a lot of times the reason why women don't get the results that they want from men is because they don't pay attention to what men are. They too busy trying to put men into a box that allows for them to exist in their mind to make it make sense for what society is saying. If a woman paid attention to what a man, I know what the fuck a cat is, right? I know what a tiger is. I know that if I turn my back, the nature of that cat is to get in a stance, no matter how long I've raised it, even if it comes to its senses at some point. The nature of that cat is to go into a hunting position, because it doesn't matter if it's in the wild. It don't matter if it was raised that way. That is the nature of that cat.
We're humans.
Listen to what I'm saying. Even what is being human,
our brain, we have
a natural way in which we exist. Now we could tame that, we could modify it, we could be teaching ourselves, we can indoctrinate ourselves, but the nature of who we are is the same. It does not matter.
But this is not I'm not speaking to you all's nature. I'm saying that okay, fine. Your nature
this is not a right or wrong conversation, is what I'm saying, Carrie. We're talking about the nature of who we are and how that then plays a role in how we operate in society.
It plays a role, but it plays a role, but it doesn't dictate it. Your values dictates what happens.
But where do you get your values?
Your nature influences it, but it doesn't dictate it. It's not the end all be all. I'm a man. I'm gonna do this. That's
absolutely. I agree with you. That's what I just said.
All right.
I don't disagree with that.
I just like niggas.
We have a choice on if we're going to go to A or if we're gonna go to B. And then, we judge whether or not you're right or wrong, depending on what the choice is that you make and what your value system is. I don't disagree with that at all. I'm talking about the nature that we then have to tame or modify or change or whatever it is. That's the conversation that I'm talking about. Even if you say, no matter how good of a man you are, Quentin, if a chick walked by and she got a fat ass, you know that she got a fat ass. Why? Because you're a man. And you also are paying attention to the fact that she built like a fucking Coke bottle. As good as a man that you are, Quentin, the first thing that you said after we came back from the meetup or from the thing is you said, what did you say?
I don't know what you're talking about. What did I say? You tell me. Shit.
You said, I wonder if Molly got a thigh gap.
Ah, shit.
So doesn't mean that Quentin is not a good guy, but his fucking mind was, I wonder if Molly got a fucking thigh gap. The nature of who he is, and because he was honest with his thoughts, because a lot of guys just don't say the quiet part out loud. The honesty of his thoughts showed that he's still a fucking man. And this is the way that men think.
And on my part, I like to apologize for Molly. That was inappropriate, and I lack discipline in holding my tongue. I apologize.
No, you don't lack discipline because that's your nature, bro. You are a man. Listen. I guarantee you, if you took a survey of the dudes that was in that room, they all probably had the same thought. That's just what it is.
You see the equation part pop up? Do that again. Do the equation thing again.
See right here, like what body? Because that's just the nature of a man. Like, it ain't no stopping it. And then we got a thing for variety. I have told y'all many times on this show, the only thing that's better than lawyer pussy is new pussy.
And let me just clarify for the people in the chat. That's not something that we said we were talking about. Quentin said it on the show.
Yeah, that wasn't backstage or nothing like that.
Yeah, that wasn't no secret. That's some shit that he was just like, yo. He just said it out loud. Like, damn.
I was kidding around. It wasn't meaningful. I don't think about Molly's lower half or anything of that nature.
Yeah.
Do you know why Quentin is saying that now?
That is cap.
Do you know why Quentin is saying that now? Because he knows her. Because he know her. And now that he knows her and he has a better relationship with her, now he feels some type of way about having that conversation. When he didn't know her that well, it was like, damn, I wonder if she got a thigh gap.
Yeah, it's super easy to respect a woman when you know her. Like Mika. And like niggas be like expecting you like to just look at Mika ass 24/7. Like, but when you know her, you respect her. So
whatever, nigga.
Nah.
See, the nature of Quentin is coming out, Kerry. You see that?
That's your Quentin, but like I look at Mika like a sister, bro. Like I can't look at her like that, bro. I don't know why.
I ain't there yet, man.
So wait a minute. No, hold on. This is a great conversation. So, Kerry, is it crazy that Quentin is not there yet?
I ain't there yet.
No, come on, Kerry. Don't.
What?
I can't.
Don't claim up on me now, Kerry. Come on, Kerry.
You can say what you want, Kerry.
I'm not claiming up. I'm just not commenting about that topic.
It's the same conversation. The point is it normal because now we just saying a quiet part out loud, is it abnormal for a man to think the way that he's just communicated because the nature of who we are is what it is?
Is it normal for a man to communicate the way who communicates?
No, is it normal for what I'm saying is why don't women, here's a question for you, Kerry. Why don't women consider the nature of a man when we're having these conversations so that we can get to a better conclusion as to how women can then better exist in these relationships? Like, why don't y'all take that into consideration? Or is the normal expectation is just that, hey, you're supposed to do this because we said that you're supposed to do this because this is what men are supposed to do?
I don't think that women operate like that. I mean, I don't think that women want you to just do what we do because we say do it and not be you. I don't think that. I don't think women are naive to think like a man's not going to be a man. My thing is you guys seem to like open up this scope of what being a man allows you to be able to do because it is your nature without any level of control. But your example of a girl with a big, what? How come you seem so like disgusted, lost? Like you seem mad, lost. I feel like I said something just totally like insulting when you say what?
You said something that nobody said. Nobody said that.
Nobody said what?
You just completely made something up.
Okay. So tell me what did I make up, Slimmy?
You just literally said that we want men to be able to do whatever they want to do without thinking about it.
No,
That's not what I said.
First of all, Slimmy, hold up. Slimmy, I didn't even reference you. Anton literally just asked the question, and I said I don't think it's what he just asked. So how am I off? I literally said back what Anton said, but I don't think that's the case.
Okay, so I'm starting.
What exactly are you saying?
I'm starting to diagnose Slimmy. Okay, he got a quick fuse and he got.
I don't have no quick fuse. I heard what I heard. I know what I heard. You play that shit back. This goes back to the first thing that I said. All I said was monogamy was programming. That's all I said.
But I'm not talking about which Anton just asked me a question, Slimmy. I literally said, no, I don't think it's what you just, and I literally said what Anton said.
So why'd you say y'all?
I'm saying in general, men, Slimmy, I'm not talking about you.
He don't like to apologize.
She just said, y'all said. Am I tripping?
Yeah, you tripping, Slim.
I think I'm tripping because
he just said y'all said and describe what I was saying earlier and what Anton just said just now.
Yeah,
Slim, and it was false. Am I tripping?
Yeah, 1,000%.
You tripping?
All right.
You got to apologize now, Slimmy.
No, I ain't gonna apologize till I watch it back.
Oh my God.
Now, if I watch it back and I'm wrong, I'll apologize.
Oh my God.
But most niggas, bro, we so indoctrinated, bro, like that we are like so far from who we really are.
What does that mean? Y'all say anything that you don't want to be is indoctrination. Like there's a negative connotation to it.
It kind of is, because at once upon a time we used to be lions. Now we are house cats. Okay.
So when Anton is putting you on this money game, is he indoctrinating you as well?
Yeah, but in a good way. Yeah, he definitely changing me. Like if Anton is putting me on money game, then he's now contributing to my evolution.
So then 2K, why get married then? If you know what I'm saying, why make the decision to turn into a house cat?
That's not a man's nature.
Or whatever
it's not
kind
a
of
nature
cat.
to get married. It's the nature to procreate, not to get married.
No. It is. The nature of marriage historically was to take a woman off the market from being available for another man. That's part of the reason. Not the only reason, but historically.
Part of the reason that to get married per the Bible is because God knows that we're going to have sex, and He wants us to have sex in the.
No, you're looking at it from the lens of. You're looking at it from the lens of a person that is religious or spiritual, but marriage predates. Like marriage exists beyond just Christianity, right? So you also got to consider everybody, not just from our worldview, but also everybody. Marriage was also a way for somebody to mark their territory and say, hey, this woman is off limits, she mine. Now, and it's been a group of women that's for everybody, and then it's a group of women that's off limits.
That's funny.
How you think?
I'm telling the truth. Like we can have this because context matters. Context matters. It also is, you know what I'm saying, making sure that this woman is set aside. And this one is mine, and then this one is ours, and this one is yours. And so we divide women up like cattle.
That's rough.
Which
women, you are not cattle. You're a beautiful woman.
No, women. Listen,
you're more than what's between your legs. Women, don't listen
bro.
to this nigga.
Listen. If we just gonna have this conversation for real, then let's be for real. Like women are the spoils of war. They are similar. They are a higher level of livestock. It's just the truth. Like when Carrie.
I don't have to subscribe to that because I subscribe now to what is in this Bible, and God did not say that.
Inside
So
of the Bible,
I am not
in the
live
Bible,
swapping.
it describes exactly what I'm
Good
talking
answer,
about.
Carrie.
In the Bible, it describes exactly what I'm talking about. That very same Bible that you love and that you read, guess what? They had multiple wives. In that same Bible that you subscribe to and you read, guess what? When they went through and they got in a war, and then one tribe slaughtered the other tribe, they then had their pick of the litter to do whatever it is that they wanted to do with those same women. In multiple instances, God will say, hey, discard all of the women. Don't take their women. Don't take their stuff. Don't take none of that stuff. And so they pick and choose depending on what happens. If you look inside of that same Bible, it speaks to what I'm talking about. Women were the spoils of war. You don't have to subscribe to it. It don't make it any less true.
Well, I have to fact check the part that you're saying, but from what I have been studying in regards to, because I've been looking to find out, okay, what does the word really say about having men, about being monogamous versus a man having multiple wives and stuff like that. I'm going to have to look up what you just said about the spoils of. Do you know the scripture?
It's countless examples all throughout the Bible. All I think it's 66 books in the King James version. It's countless examples throughout the 66 books of all of the different women and the roles that they played in these men's lives. Solomon had hundreds of wives.
Well, I know that, but it doesn't mean that was what God wanted him to do.
Harry, what's the question?
What's the question with what?
What's the what you just asked Anton?
Did he know what scripture?
About what?
About, what did you say? Women being the spoils of war?
Okay. I know. Hey, what's up with it, twin? Hey, can you let me know if there's Bible scripture about woman being the spoils of war?
Are we waiting on 2K?
No, twin, I'm good. That's it. All right, have a good day.
How come we can't hear it?
Oh, y'all can hear twin?
No, what did it say? It don't matter. We don't need to hear.
Oh, well, she said, yeah, she said it's a few one. Deuteronomy. I can't say that word.
Deuteronomy
21:10-14. They talk about how they how women that were treated after the capture of war was. Oh yeah, it's a few.
Yeah, because
y'all need to trust me when it comes to this word.
I no longer do that. I go to the word myself. I don't. No. So I've been looking because I asked. I use ChatGPT. Then I actually go to my study Bible and I read. And because I asked, I said, "What does the Bible say about men having two wives at the same time?" And I got a whole thing, multiple scriptures. And the sentiment was the Bible does contain multiple instances of men having more than one wife, particularly in the Old Testament. However, while polygamy was practiced by some biblical figures, it was not part of God's original design for marriage. God's original design for marriage, Genesis 2:24, that is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh. This verse indicates that God's ideal plan for marriage is between one man and one woman. And then he does give examples of polygamy in the Bible and people who have multiple wives. Like you said, Solomon, 700 wives, 300 concubines, David, Jacob, Abraham, Lamech. And then it goes into God's tolerance versus his ideal. Then the New Testament teachings on marriage. And then in conclusion, he said the Bible records polygamy in the Old Testament, but does not explicitly condone it as God's perfect plan. The New Testament reaffirms monogamy as God's ideal for marriage, while polygamy was allowed in certain.
Hold on. And this is the problem with ChatGPT. So I'll give you an example. Specifically in the New Testament, it spoke of bishops, and it gave an example. If you are going to be a bishop in the church, it gives you specific instructions to only have one woman, and man with a woman and a woman with a man. That's what it did. But see, this is the problem, is that the additional context, and we need to read more than just what the scripture says as far as specific verses. You also have to read the verses that came before it and the verses that came
Anton,
after.
I read all. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You couldn't
Go
have
ahead.
read it in this short amount of time since we started to have this conversation. But what I'm
That's
saying
not.
is
No,
the
no, no, no.
summary.
This is not a today thing. This is from weeks ago. This is from weeks ago. So this is not a today thing. This is something that I have been looking into deeper, and I agree with you. Not to, and I did cut you off, but
No,
I
go
agree
ahead.
with you. I agree with you that you can't just look at one scripture, which is why when I go to scripture now, I read. I try my best to read the whole chapter, and
Mhm,
then the Bible that I have, the whole bottom is study. So I try to
mhm.
get that
Is that
context,
the
and
concord? But does
and
that also work along? Well, I'm gonna go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna
so,
let you finish.
but let me just say the last part of what Chat GPT said that I just agree with in
Mhm,
theory, and I did not see anything that contradicts this. He said while polygamy was allowed in certain cultures and times, it's often led to negative consequences. God's original intent remains one man and one woman in a lifelong covenantal relationship. And from the scriptures that I have read now going into marriage, because my focus has really been, what does God want me to do as a wife? What does God say about husband, wife, man, woman, parent, all of
mhm.
that? It seems to me that the focal point is one person and one person. Not to say that's the rule, but I haven't come across anything where he says that the opposite is the rule. So
Carrie,
I'm not saying that it's not allowed. I'm not saying that it's like it's in the Bible when it says you can't be polygamous. I'm saying that from what I gather from instruction, it seems like he wants you to be one man, one woman. And it also seemed like if you can't control your sexual prowess, you need to get married so that you're
Mhm.
not out here single, sleeping with all these different people. So to me, I interpret that as the safest bet is one man, one woman. I'm not the special,
Carrie,
I'm not the special, what do you
She's
call it? The
talking, 2K.
unicorn.
Let her cook.
I'm not the unicorn. There's unicorns, but it ain't me.
No,
okay.
no,
Sorry,
no.
go ahead.
Let's. All right, go ahead, 2K. I don't want to interrupt you.
I just wanted to ask her a question. So, if the Bible said otherwise, then would you give your husband more than one wife?
If the Bible said, like, if the Bible was like, man,
If
go
you
get
read
multiple wives,
if you read up on the Bible, like them same chapters that you did, but it said otherwise that he could have more than one wife, then would you hop on that program?
that he could or that
Yeah,
he should?
and he could.
No, because that's optional.
Then you could have disobey God, and I don't like that.
No, that's could.
No, so
Could is optional.
if the Bible say, if you would have read the scripture and said, and the Bible said, yes, he can have more than one wife, Carrie, then would you allow him to have more than one wife, or are you leaving him when he enters?
But she would have having a lifetime of
I would think,
indoctrination of seeing that, and it like
no, Q did it. She just learned.
and
Let me read this really quickly for everybody that's saying that I'm wrong. Specifically in Timothy 3:2, it says a bishop must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach, not given to wine nor striker, not greedy of filthy lucre, but patient, not a brawler, not covetous. One that ruleth well his own house, having his children in subjection with all gravity. For if a man not know how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of God? Not a novice, lest being lifted up with pride, he fall into the condemnation of the devil. Moreover, he must have good report of them which are without, lest he fall into reproach and the snare of the devil. Likewise, must the deacons be grave and not double-tongued, and then so on and so forth. It specifically does say that. And then down in 12, it said, let the deacons be the husbands of one wife, ruling their children in their own houses as well. It specifically says exactly what I said that it says in the New Testament with regard to a bishop. So I don't know where people are saying that I'm wrong, where it doesn't say that. It specifically says that, and I said in the New Testament. So I don't know where people are saying that I'm off. I know my word. I know my scriptures. I know exactly what it says. And I read it word for word, not summarized, literally word for word.
What I don't get is if me and Carrie, we become a covenant, right? It's me, her, and God bond us together. And I decide to have sex with another woman. How is that cheating? When I represent all, it's a representation of one. It's not really cheating. Like if I'm fucking this girl, it's for me, her, and God all in one. So it's really never cheating because y'all are one. Y'all
No, because cheating implies a level of deception. If this woman did not know that this is what she signed, it's cheating.
She don't.
It's only not cheating if she's okay with it.
No, she don't have to know because we are one.
Well, are you supposed to fornicate though?
It don't specify. But when we become one, how can I do something without you?
Listen. I think that we getting off track. We deep diving into the Bible specifically, and I don't even know how we got into that. I know how we got into it because Carrie was saying that's the reference point by which she then lives her life, right? But that wasn't the initial conversation. The initial conversation was the nature of what a man is, not the instruction for what you should do and what's right or wrong. The conversation isn't even about what's right or wrong. The conversation was about the fact that the nature of a man is this, and I don't understand. I was saying that I don't understand why women don't take into consideration the nature of who we are when we take into consideration the nature of who you are when we speak about relationships. It doesn't mean that it's right or wrong, but what we are saying is that the nature of who we are is still the same, regardless of whether or not you want to reference it all the way back to the biblical days or you want to reference it into where we are in 2025.
And I said, I believe that women do take into consideration the nature. And then Slimmy hit me with the whole thing and we got off. Because my original thing was your example of the girl with the big butt. Like, if a girl with a big butt walks in front of me, I'll see it. Like, so I think that I don't think that women are so like, don't look, you better not be a man. Like, I really don't think we're
That's
like
exactly
that.
who they are, Carrie.
You
Women
think
are
so?
saying, yes, women are, that's what I'm saying. Women be like, don't look.
Really?
Yes.
So women had told y'all, well,
Yes,
not
you
women,
just
y'all,
made
two
my
of y'all
point is that
married.
y'all don't understand that women say you shouldn't be looking at another girl, even though it's in the nature of who we are.
Well,
We
you
have to
shouldn't
train
be
ourselves.
lusting after her, like
No.
drooling,
It's
like you
one thing
can't
to say
control
don't look.
your.
It's another thing to say don't lust. Those are two different things, Carrie. You can't change the
Right.
words to
So
mean
would you?
something that it's not.
Would you? Okay. So us under in this example, us understanding your nature would be accepting that you're gonna look, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I think that,
Or not even
say, I think
accepting,
that.
not even accepting, but to take into consideration the fact that you may look, but it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It's just the nature of who you are, is my point. It doesn't mean that you've done anything wrong, but we've
I agree
feminized
with that though.
but no. What I'm saying is, Carrie, is that we've pushed men into a corner so much to where that is almost demonized. Like, I've seen conversations of women getting jealous, or even seen situations where a woman has slapped a guy because he looked at another girl.
But in seriousness or like in joke, because I
In
could see a woman,
seriousness.
doing that. Like, I see you looking, or like, you better stop looking. But
Carrie,
No,
you
Carrie,
be
what I'm
like
saying
hard
is,
out, like you better stop looking, or it's gonna be a problem.
Carrie, when I'm with my wife, I have to have a very stiff neck.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. It's just
I mean,
how
not
it is.
like that. I'm just saying because how you said it.
No,
But
listen, bro, you got to have a stiff neck. The only way I can get some sneaks in if I got on some shade. But other than that, when I'm with her, I got to have a stiff neck. I can't be.
see,
I
I
can't
guess maybe okay. I mean, clearly there's going to be some people who have issue. I just kind of thought that the general sentiment in terms of something like that is like it or not, a guy is going to look either at a woman who has something substantially noticeable about her body or a woman who is very attractive. Like I just kind of would think that a woman would be foolish to expect a man to not see it. But
if you ever see your husband do this here,
he don't have to do that though. I mean, I'll point. Like we're not on it like that.
No. But see, this is the problem, Carrie. The problem with this.
I mean, I won't point like
problem
that.
With this, the problem with this conversation is, again, I think because you're making it personal, it then removes the accountability from most women to actually make the effort to understand the nature of men when they're having these conversations about relationships.
But isn't that where like the term? Isn't that where the term back in the day, "dirty old man," even came from? Like,
I don't know where "dirty old man" came from.
Y'all never heard of that? Okay.
Mm-mm.
Like the notion is like a man is gonna look at an attractive woman.
That's all I'm saying. I think that we got off on the difference between right and wrong versus nature.
Well, my point was okay, well, ladies, let me say this. It's kind of contradictory of us to want our men to be men, but not want them to, right. And that's why I was harping on, you guys are like expanding this scope of what is in your nature, almost to say whatever is in our nature we can do. But I think I understand. No, that's what I'm saying. I think I understand now. You were not necessarily saying that. You're like, this is our nature. Now we obviously have to control some things, but this is all of what's in our nature. So
100%. Because if we just gave in to what we just instinctively would do, this whole fucking world would be worn, everything would be burned down, and we'd be fucking anything that we can get our hands on.
Right. But I do think, Anton, that some guys do use the fact that it's their, let me not quote, air quote, use the fact that it's their nature to excuse their behavior.
Well, it's true, because I don't want to say they have less control, but some people are, it's kind of like an instinct. Some people can fight it, some people can't. Like me, when I see a butt and my wife around, okay, I know I ain't looking. But if she not, like, and I don't got no attention on, I'm pursuing, but I know this is what my body is telling me to do. I don't have to think about it. It does it on its own, bro.
So can I ask y'all a question? What would be 1 to 3 things that you guys think we should understand is in your nature as men that you feel we don't?
Having sex with multiple women.
That's not.
You did it. You ain't the chosen one, my guy. Okay, if you want woman to sleep with you, that you good. But like, okay, listen. Think about how desirable and rich Anton is to the average female. Women just want to donate him some pussy, like for no reason. But Anton has to fight his natural male instinct to make sure that his wife is happy, bro. Same. I'm attractive and I got a little paper. They want to give me that little shit, Karen. But in order for me to protect my wife and her feelings, I have to act like I don't got feelings. Like I don't feel urges. And we do that. No.
I respect that. I hear that.
I think where Anton goes wrong in these spaces is, I told my friend that I was going to have this out with Anton today, is his message ain't for everyone. And that's where niggas is going wrong. Y'all, everybody in the chat is like, yeah, Quentin gay. Why he feel like this? Nigga, y'all can't do what Anton do.
Wait,
y'all niggas is too broke to move like this.
Listen, so a female Streets asks, is it hard to do? It is not hard, but it can be seriously complicated if that chick wants you just as bad as you want her. That's where the complications come in at. Because she got the ability to put the pressure on you, and you've been fighting the urge since you seen her. It's a quick kill for you. And now with her moving in on you, you got to almost show her I'm a man. Y'all don't know nothing about them urges. Have you ever seen a dog in heat before, Carrie?
Yeah.
That's how, listen, if you separate that dog from the other dog that he see, that dog go down and run through that door. We have them same urges.
Okay, so that's
and
one
you're
thing. Y'all
broke.
want to have.
So let's
y'all,
talk about that.
Y'all want to have sex with multiple women. So
Multiple women.
okay. What's another one?
I don't want to have sex with multiple women. I just want one beautiful woman that's gonna be a dirty little whore for me. That's all I want. I don't want. If you're gonna do all the stuff, I'm good to go.
Okay, another one that women don't understand is the respect over love.
What do you mean?
We'd rather be respected way more than we'd rather be loved.
Okay, and just to stay on that for a second, in your mind, what does respect look like versus being loved?
Respect, that'll be, let's say I did cheat, right? Respect to be not to blow up the spot. Like, let's say
respect is more understanding. I don't think.
Understanding is respect. Let's say you caught me cheating at Walmart. Respect to me, to the highest manner, is I know you mad, but you still won't disrespect me in front of all these people. That's respect.
Okay.
Because love will make you do it. But when you respect your dude, like, okay, listen, we finna have this talk, but we finna have it in the confines of our privacy. That's respect.
Okay. Slimmy, you making, what do you think, you see that differently? Or you, any input on that, respect and love?
No, not on that.
No.
I think love is not rational. It's like people say hate is a strong word. Like love is an equally as strong word.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing rational about love, and there you're probably apt to do more irrational things for somebody that you love than just respect.
And I see somebody saying if you respect her, you wouldn't cheat. No, the respect, the way I show my respect, how men show they respect to women, is we'll lay down and die for y'all. That's how we showing y'all that y'all are at the top of the pedestal, that y'all get our highest honor when we will trade our lives so you can live. With two different people.
So can you give me a different example of how we can show y'all respect without the cheating example?
Without the cheating example, a way that you show respect?
Yeah, because like the example you gave is more
hold on, let me ask you a
honorable.
question, Carrie.
I got one.
Okay.
I love Carrie so much.
Big,
she's so intelligent.
It's the ultimate sign of respect right here. If I invite Anton and Slim over to the crib and you prepare a meal for us on my behalf, that is you showing respect, because you see, like, when you feed my guys, they know that I'm getting the ultimate respect. And then you got them a plate too. That's respectful.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You
lost, Carrier. You lost too. You equally as lost.
It's not, bro. If my girl,
definitely respect.
If my girl fix a plate for my homeboys, that's the ultimate respect. What is you saying, Q?
I think it's courteous. If you fix for one, you fix for everybody. That's like more courteous than respect.
If I don't like your friends, I'm not doing all that. You'll get something and they gonna watch you eat so you can share with them.
It's courtesy, not respect. Like, I respect you, but I respect your bitch ass friends.
I love Molly.
I don't never agree with Molly, but she on point right now.
Molly is the disrespect.
Because it be some dusty friends and I'm supposed to cook for some dust. No,
you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for me. In return, they look at me like the man because my wife cooked them food. What? It's a respect thing, bro. And so when your dude don't have a lot of company over, it's because he know you ain't on his program.
A better example. A better example
That's a
would be
horrible example of
a better example would be if you go to a cookout and you're there with your girl. It's your family cookout though. She goes, she makes you a plate first, and then she goes and gets her plate. That would be considered a sign of respect.
Facts.
Okay, so like the way that she serves you, not literal. I
Yeah.
mean, in that
She
sense,
goes
it
and
was just
gets
literal, but her
she goes and
service to
gets
you.
your plate first. She goes and gets your plate first, and then she gets her plate.
Okay,
That's similar to what he's saying. It's just a sign of respect.
And
and go ahead.
now you said the third thing.
Uh-huh.
The third thing is gonna be a little rare. It's you recognizing the sacrifices that we have and that we do just for you. So listen, if y'all would tell us how much that y'all appreciated us
Appreciation. I was just about to say.
for
Okay.
ignoring these natural man instincts. Hey, you don't get other pussy, and I know you urge for it. Thank you. We never hear
There-
thank you for that.
There's been multiple times on this stream tonight when a person was off on their sentiment that God did something to their camera. Just saying.
Thank God.
Let me read the super chats. I want to go over to another subject really quickly. Just a brown girl in America says God says be fruitful and multiply. This was designed for men. It was about bloodlines. There were allotted concubines. God put that friskiness in them. Shout out to Just a Brown Girl. OG War Machine says it would take a rocket ship tied to my tongue to remove me from Mika's lower half. Oh,
God damn. Hey, yo, let's take a minute, man.
What a mess.
oh my God.
I can't look at it. She's my friend. You shut up.
That is a
I
crazy
know,
super chat. I ain't never heard of no stuff like that before. Slimmy is having sugar withdrawal, says time out. Carrie Berry, a godly sacrifice takes fire, says Me University. Slimmy talks in all caps, says OG War Machine. Chiggy says,
Not facts.
hey, D, can I write these super chats off on my taxes? I don't know about that one, big dog. OG War Machine
You gotta
says,
get up to 10K two super chats, and you can actually.
women are spoiled in war, no longer a benefit. Issa Wealthy says, man and woman's nature is to sin. The only thing that keeps us from it is a relationship with God. Also in the Bible, every man that had more than one wife was punished for doing so. Just look at Solomon, says Issa Wealthy. Darian Murphy. Okay. I ain't gonna deep dive into that yet. Darian Murphy says there are multiple wives in the Bible, but God's prized holy priests were only allowed one wife, one man, one woman. Gina Dew says, teach him, Carrie. You're right. Study for yourself because I love Anton, but he be conveniently mixing up the words sometimes. What? Get y'all shit off. Get y'all
It
shit
was reading from
off.
Chat GPT.
Fahim Jackson says the only reason women were spoils of war is that leaders in power wanted men more motivated to fight battles in order to conquer lands. Many men's beliefs manipulated to do the biddings of a small few. Jackson says, Anton, the letters that Paul wrote to Timothy are not scriptures. Okay. All right, guys. Lola Bunny says, Carrie keeps forgetting. So you tell, well, I don't want to get into it. I said that I'm going to keep reading the super chats. Carrie, because we got a time that I want to keep. Carrie keeps forgetting her mindset and ways of processing is the exception and not the rule. She is subconsciously projecting her sensibility onto the insane. Gina Dew says, oh, and about Solomon, they always want to use him, but ask them how that turned out for him.
Got a haircut?
No, that you talking about Samson.
Oh.
Hey, the Wanderer says, women pick and choose when to understand men, especially when we are attracted to more than one woman. According to Deuteronomy 17:17, Solomon broke the law, the king's law, not to multiply wives unto himself, says set apart soldier. 6'8" Aquarius says 2K is trust important and then respect. Answer that.
Is trust important than respect?
So as they say, he's saying, I guess he's saying
more
trust
important.
above. Yeah, more important.
I mean, no, if respect it trumps trust, because if you respect me, you won't lie to me.
Okay, that makes sense.
No, that don't mean that.
Respect trumps trust.
No, it doesn't mean because someone respects you, they won't lie to you. That does not mean that.
If I respect the fuck out of Anton, I ain't gonna never lie to him. But
You won't. Some people respect people and they still lie to them. Women lie to their husbands all the time. They might respect them.
Well, and y'all said that men, not you, Slimmy, but I believe Anton and 2K said that you shouldn't tell, like, we can't handle the truth, so y'all lie to us because you love us, and I'm assuming you respect us. So Slimmy has a point. If that's true, what y'all said.
I don't think that a lot of men respect women. We deal with y'all. We matter of fact, it's the opposite of respect. We know y'all come with bullshit.
Man, 2K, play that noise.
So
not that one. That
oh. So men don't respect their woman.
Well, we don't
in general.
We really kind of don't have to. Because like you got to think a man really soak up and handle all the bullshit you come with anyway.
Next topic.
I was about to say we got to go to the next topic because we probably have to get into how do you define the word.
Y'all can revisit it.
That was on the thing. I like that one. That got me thinking.
Y'all can revisit the
conversation. Trust is way heavier than respect.
Well, let me play this. Let me play this, and then we can revisit it if y'all think it's necessary to revisit it.
One of the things I learned from having male friendships, and by the way, I don't know if this is them pretending to make themselves feel better or they actually feel this way, but when a relationship goes wrong or women are, doing stupid things to them, they just literally think like, this will not be my wife, and they leave it there. Even if they keep messing with the girl, they keep her around for entertainment, whatever the reason is, they just already know this is not going anywhere, so whatever she does, like, it's fine. But I just feel like, personally, if I would have developed a mentality like that a long time ago, I feel like I wouldn't have gone through half the things I went through. Like, trying to force men to act right, trying to put them into a box of, like, a good boyfriend or a perfect future husband. I would just let things be. Like, this will not be my husband, that's fine, but let me enjoy his company while he's around. Let me just, entertainment, whatever, if things are going good, and just leave it at that. But, like, not every person has to be the one. Not every person has to tick off all your boxes. Like, I don't know. I just feel like life will be easier.
I like that.
What do you like about it?
Because she is enjoying the man for who he is. She not placing a lot of shit on him. Like she not placing what's that word I'm looking for? Well, she not placing a lot of stuff on him.
Expectations.
So if she allow him to be who he is around her, then she get the purest form of him. He don't got to fake it. And them the relationship that do great.
So disrespectful to not to expect something of someone. Like,
no, because that's how we accept women, bro. Like we just don't want.
You don't have no expectations.
The only expectation is not to be a hoe. But what if she is a hoe and I just accept her for being a hoe? I just know she can't be my wife or nothing else. Them be the best relationships, bro. Easily. Like Nipsey Hussle. Like if you ever hear Laura London talk about him, she just accepted him for who the fuck he was. And they was deeply in love. Then try to change him or nothing. Rebuttal?
No.
I want to get Slimmy's perspective because Slimmy been quiet.
Should women think more like a man? No. Women should be women. Like if you trying to understand a man, yes, that's different. But I think women are. There's too many women thinking like men. Too many. They being too fucking masculine. They trying to do what men do. They trying to do what men do. Like literally, they are literally just wasting themselves away, moving from one man to the next, moving from one man to the next. That's how men move. Women are not being women. They aren't resting in their femininity at all. And just being a woman is learning what a man is. That's in your nature.
Listen, when you say should a woman think like a man, I hate that because most men don't think. Okay, we do a lot of shit on the fly.
What?
Yes, bro. You can't write a book on how to think like a man, and most men don't think.
Man, what are you talking about?
Most men make decisions on the fly.
Okay, but that doesn't mean you didn't think it through.
How can you teach something that I don't even know I'm gonna do?
That's not true.
Jesus, man. What do you mean men don't think?
You can make informed decisions on the fly.
For the most part, nigga, we not out here.
Like, intelligent people, that's why they're so freaking smart, because it's like that. It's like second nature, the word that y'all keep throwing around tonight.
I know Q Diddy don't think a lot. And I know damn well I don't think a lot. I just think, bro, I talk, I'm thinking. I'm like,
you're absolutely incorrect. If you were to talk to anyone in my personal life, I don't engage in insipidous conversations with anyone in my personal life.
all right.
and you're thinking, because you have to think, because of my vocabulary, you don't even know what that word means. 2K.
What vocabulary, nigga?
No, insipidous, nigga.
Why would I care? Why would I care? Y'all be getting hooked up on words that don't mean shit. It just sound pretty. Can I decipher? Can I go the rest of my life without using that word? You did.
Facts.
There you go. Most men ain't out here thinking, dog.
Yeah, yes, they do. Like, you have to think to get through life.
Wait. Hold on. In what scenario are you talking about that most men don't think?
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm bullshitting, but I got to go.
Okay. Thank you.
I got to go through with it though, like I'm here.
No, you don't keep going through with it.
No, balls to the wall. Most men, I think, bro, we think on the fly, because if I put a piece of ass in front of Q Diddy, he don't know what he gonna do. All right, y'all.
I do know what I'm gonna do. I'll say this, because I no longer engage in jejune sexual experiences.
You right.
You fucked up, man.
All right, but hold on. Let me get back to the question. I want to ask Molly. Do you think that more women should take the mentality?
You on mute, Anton?
No, I'm not. Am I?
I can hear you.
No, this nigga says some random shit.
No, we hear you.
Yeah, none of y'all.
Molly, should more men?
Serious?
Molly, should y'all testing?
Yeah,
should more men take the approach? Should more men should more women take a similar approach to relationships, as far as not being so concerned about whether or not, that's going to be her man, or it should be a relationship? Should more women go with the flow and take the mindset of a man when it comes to relationships?
No, I think women should not try to match men's energy. I think we should just listen to men, listen to what they're saying, and be women and be feminine. Because although a man can sit there and fill his time with multiple women that he has no,
What was that?
I don't know. If he can bide his time with multiple women that he knows he's not going to be with, I think men have a little bit more of an advantage of doing that than women, because, like Slimmy said, we're on different pages. We can't be doing all that, wasting our time, especially if you do want to find somebody that's going to marry you. Why would you be wasting your time on a man you're not going to be in a long-term relationship with? Because men can wait until later in life to settle down.
Why is it wasting time though if you are gaining from that experience with him?
Because most women want to get married, they want to have a family. You can't be doing that if you're wasting your time.
So listen, this kind of like what the hood niggas do, okay? All right. So we put you in our car, and then we put you on a very honorable, prestigious thing in our life. It's called our playlist. We put you on new type of tunes that you ain't never heard before. And in return, Oh, what the fuck?
What?
God knew you was about to say some nonsense.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I'm trippy, y'all. I just glitched. Hey, whoa, what?
2K.
No, I just glitched.
You had a long day today, huh?
Yeah, cause hey, I need to turn it down. And so I got it.
All right, big dog.
Yeah, I just glitched out, y'all. All right, I talk to y'all tomorrow.
What the fuck just happened? I'm confused as shit.
I don't know.
What the fuck?
Quentin, what do you should women take more of a male like approach when it comes to not being as concerned about relationships, or you know what I'm saying, just going with the flow, or slot men or stuff like that? Should they have more of a male type of mentality when it comes to that?
I don't think so, but I do think women should give men more grace um, in the dating market. I think like women they're too rigid in what they want. But no, no, I don't think that. I like I told you, I was listening to a podcast and the dude asked. He said that he asked women if a dude was 80% of what you want, would you take him? And then 75% of men said, or women said no. But if you ask dude the same questions, if a woman is 80% of you want what you want, 75% of men say yes. So women they want a lot. You can't have it all. I think Kevin Samuels
Hmm.
was great in saying that, but you gotta pick and choose what's
I think women
least
think we
want.
can have it all, and we can't.
Carrie, should women take more of a nonchalant approach when it comes to, or a laissez-faire approach when it comes to relationships and their interactions with the men that they're with, or should they be more rigid and have you know what I'm saying, more standards and waste less time when it comes to the men that they're talking to?
I think it depends on what their goal is.
What does that mean?
It means if you're just trying to have some fun or you just trying to have a person, then you should eh, take more of a laissez-faire approach. If you want to get married, um, I think that you should. At this point, y'all, I'm just really at. You should follow something. Like maybe you're not gonna do follow Christianity. Follow something. I mean, really, everybody should. But I think if you're trying to be married, then you need to be moving according to something. You need to make sure that you're doing what you should be doing and then go find a man who believes that too and is doing what he needs to be doing and then boom. But if you just trying to have fun and you don't believe in nothing, then man, just go be open. Just
Then think like men.
hang out, kick it. Yeah, do what you want to do.
Mm.
That's not good though, because like women being entered by men, like it like dude, that like it like that'll fuck a woman up.
I mean, I agree with you, but I'm just saying like if you're y'all gonna
Like
probably
women
get at
aren't
me
man,
if
y'all
you
can't do that. Like you guys are being entered by someone else. Like that's deep when you really think about it.
No, it is. I agree with you. But I also think that it's kind of deep with men who are willing to just be entering a bunch of women too. Like I feel the same way if you were to ask me this question about men. Like I don't know. Y'all, I'm in a whole nother space now. It just seems like there is so much more. It seems like so much stuff would be in order and easy to sort out and to do if you're following something. I don't want to push one thing on anybody, but without having something that you live by, a higher power that you are following the principles of or something, then everybody is operating off of their own standard, their own principle, their own feelings, their own wants, their own needs. So you're bound to just have a whole bunch of, dare I say, chaos. So a woman, yeah, in that regard, it's going to be very hard for you to think like a man, but you can roll with however he wants you to roll. And to your point, Quentin, it might end up where you have a couple of sticks dipping in you and you feeling some kind of way at the end of all that fun. But if you don't have a goal of wanting to be married or kept, then that's a big chance that you're willing to take.
I want to know, like,
I don't know.
I think about this, like, maybe it's probably some of my fault. Like, what does a woman think when you just got freaking monster mashed by a dude and like leaving his place and walking to your car, knowing that didn't mean shit to him? Like, what's the conversation walking back to your car? Like, I think
These
about that
women are
all the time.
masculine. They don't. I don't know if they care.
I don't think they're masculine. I think like men are playing them, and I don't think that's the
Okay,
case.
I have conversations with.
Yeah, I don't think that women think that deep into it as they're walking back to their car, Quinn.
Like, you're
Some
like,
of them
just
will
like, I
call
just, you
another
don't think
man right
so?
after. Some
Like
of
they
them
No, I
call
call
it the
think
another
they
walk
man
of
think
right
shame. They call it
after.
the walk of shame for a reason.
no, I think that they're
Mm,
thinking
These
about
women
how
don't
good of a
care
time they just had.
Okay. Well, that would
or didn't
be
have.
what
Especially, I
Molly
guess, if
said.
she
That's
wants to
masculine.
do
That
it
would be
again.
that would be Molly's sentiment. Is that?
Yeah, I mean, they thinking about how good of a time that they had.
Hmm.
Why would they be thinking that deep? Oh, he don't really care. Why would they be
Because they're
thinking that?
women and they think and they're emotional.
Some
That's why. And you just
some of
got
them are thinking about the next man right after.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of that really depends on a lot with the woman. Like because there's some women who like there's some women who I don't think they care at all. But then I do think that there's some women who go home fantasizing like, I wish he were here with me now.
yeah.
I want him to be my, but I
Like,
think
there
it's
was no
different for
downtime
different
after the
women.
fact. You like it happened, then you left, like type shit. You know what I mean?
I'm sure there's some women who walk out like, "Dag, did I just play myself for real? For real? Like I ain't gonna tell nobody
Okay,
what just
I'm
happened."
gonna be vulnerable for a minute. I
Lord
remember. Fuck you, Anton.
Go ahead, we listen.
Just
We
don't
I
say
listen.
you were the
remember.
one having to walk of shame. Go ahead.
No, I remember this chick came over my house, blah, blah, blah. We did what we had to do. And I went to the bathroom and cleaned up. And when I was done, she was already at the door with her purse. I felt so fucking used.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of women have a masculine mindset, I think, because
Jesus
women don't
Christ.
have self-respect, so
Like,
men
I'm
aren't
just being,
respecting us.
like, everything can't be perfect, Anton.
Wait,
I know how
why?
things
That's
are
how it was on
things are
Boomerang. That's how
supposed to be a
Robin
certain
Givens
way, but
did
this is
Eddie
how things
Murphy.
is currently.
I don't know if I don't.
Most women,
I don't think like you,
if
Anton.
most women, for real, in our reality, most women, they're not trying to leave. They not really trying to leave.
Did
These women are
she have a good time?
masculine.
Did she seem like she had?
Yeah, I mean, I don't deal
Yeah,
with
we rocked out
too
for
many
another 6
masculine
months.
women.
We rocked
So,
out for another 6 months.
but
So I assume.
No. I'm talking about in that particular session.
Well, she
Was that
came back for multiple rounds, so I assume.
So it was a decent session.
Maybe she was just a whore, and I didn't know. I didn't slot her correctly. I thought I wanted her to be my girlfriend or something.
Maybe she didn't want to be stuck cooking for you, so she just.
I don't know. We was at my grandpa's house, so that was kind of awkward too. So.
Oh my gosh! I
Give
mean,
her a toothbrush
I
at your
wouldn't
house
give a
next
fuck
time.
though. Did you care?
Dude, I was like 23, 20. Yes, I cared. I was like, they like, you don't want to stay? They watching TV or something? Like, why are you leaving so soon?
I wouldn't have gave a fuck.
You say what?
I wouldn't have gave a fuck. Like, I would have been like,
I know, Anton. I know.
I mean, I think that's a good thing, right? Because I would say that most guys that have post-nut clarity,
well, you act like all men, once they bust a nut, everything that they felt prior to goes out the window. That's not always the case. Like there's an incentive to go again. And given your post-nut clarity, niggas are just busting one nut and they're done. Is that?
It depends on if I really like you.
Well, I guess I really liked her because my feelings.
No, like I mean, like if you love them, I ain't talking about no jump off and nothing like that. Like
she wasn't a jump off.
If you love them, like, hey, you know, I'm feeling you. You spend the night all the time or whatever type stuff. That's one thing. How do y'all love everybody?
I don't love everybody, but I don't expect a woman to be waiting on the door after I go clean up. Like, what
did she say?
What
where's
What
your
did she say to
sexual
you?
etiquette? Like, what are you doing?
Ain't no sexual etiquette. Why do you? That's not a bad thing. I
This
know,
is hookup culture.
yeah, I know guys that
What are
already.
you saying? That was like 2000. That was like I was 23. Like the zeitgeist was different back then.
But wait, you said you were at your grandfather's house?
Yeah, that's where I lived with my grandpa.
So maybe she thought because
thought the
maybe
niggas
she
gonna
thought
come
because
home?
you were cleaning up, it's like, yo, it's time to go. Like you got to get out.
I mean, I don't know, man. I just think that you won. You won that night, right?
It was in the afternoon, but yeah, I get it.
You won,
I get it.
and she knew what to do. So I don't see it as a bad thing.
Shout out Tori.
I know girls that.
What's his
name? There are girls that get off on pleasing the guy. So it's all different types of women. It just depends on the one that you're dealing with at the time. I done seen some women do some stuff that'll probably blow your mind, bro. Like I done seen women pull up to the job on a dude's break and give him what he need and keep it and then drive off. I done seen all kind of stuff and they didn't think twice about it. They was just kept it moving. So I mean, it's all different types of women in all different types of places. So it just depends on what you're dealing with. I think that a lot of times guys fall in love with certain women once they get a certain type of box, though.
You said in love?
Yeah, I've seen guys fall in love with women
Like what?
once they got a certain type of box.
I think in reality, like in my whole life, I was probably in love with like one woman.
About 18 women.
I said one.
18.
No, I don't.
When you are the type of person that fall in love.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. After the no, because I know what it looks like. And I know what a woman that really rocks with you and what it looks like. I've been through so many different women and I know what it looks like. And it no, not at all.
When you seem okay, I'm not gonna say that's the type.
No, say it. I don't give a fuck.
Seem like the type of guy that
I don't care what I seem. I know what it is in real life.
I know. I feel you. I believe you. I'm just telling you what you present yourself as.
That's fine.
For me, you seem like the type of guy that'll fall in love with a chick once you bust her down.
No. Once you think I fall in love over some box?
Depends.
No, it don't depend. Oh, depend on what?
Depends.
I've never had box that's so good that I'm just like in any sexual experience that I have, I'm the alpha and I'm the best one in this experience. And I'll tell any woman that going into it, I'm not gonna like your sex more than you like mine. I'll tell them that straight up.
Molly, in your honest opinion,
it doesn't matter. Y'all don't know me intimately like that, nigga. Like,
you know, go by what you said, like, how you express yourself.
I don't care. I don't have sex with y'all, so I don't give a fuck what y'all think about me. But when it comes to women that I bust down,
we judge.
I'm the better one of the two of us in bed.
We judge and we do care. Molly, if you had to evaluate Quentin, and maybe you got a difference of opinion. Do you think that Quentin is the type of person that falls in love with a woman after he has sex with her?
I think maybe the young 20-year-old version of Quentin, but today, no. He seems so fickle. Maybe for like a short time span.
30 days.
But no.
Why are you laughing, Carrie?
He just seems so fickle. Like nobody can really keep his interest for too long.
Hey, maybe Quentin is a savage. Who knows?
I can look through a woman's nonsense to see what the fuck she are. You can be the nicest motherfucker, and I can look right past that and see the bitch in you.
But I think but then you'll compromise.
No. I've compromised previous for the sake of having some sex. I'll let a woman do shit that she didn't for the sake of having some sex. I don't do that anymore. Like fuck your box. Get the fuck out, nigga. This ain't what it is.
When did you stop?
Like 2 years ago.
You know what's going on here? You know what's really going on here? I know exactly what's going on.
What's going on, Slimy?
This nigga changed.
What did he
This
change?
nigga changed. This nigga was talking way different earlier in the show.
Who, Quentin?
Yes.
What did he
Yes.
change?
And it's someone's bedtime.
What did he change?
That's what I think is going on. Somebody went to sleep.
What is he talking
Somebody
about?
went to sleep, and now his sentiment is changing. He's talking totally different than he was earlier.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you talking way more reckless.
I could say what the person that you're speaking about, they ain't even over here, if you want to be honest. But I have these, like, we are so honest with one another. She knows exactly what the hell I am through and through.
You sound different now.
And I told her, I
you
said,
did a couple hours ago.
I'm a fucking monster. Don't bring that shit out in me.
This is a totally different person up here tonight. Well, look, this last 10 minutes or whatever.
I've been provoked.
By questions?
No. Well, earlier in the show, there was another individual that was talking a lot, and I was just chilling. So I'm just saying.
Watch when that next show start up next week. Thursday.
That was a big personality, and I was chilling.
When that show start up Thursday, he gonna be all smiles, all happy, all lovey-dovey. And the last 30 minutes of the show,
what
right
are you
back in the savage
insinuating?
mode.
There's no one that I engage with that would watch this show.
That's cap.
What do you mean?
That's cap.
No, there's not.
That's cap. We know that that's cap, Quentin.
No,
everybody on this panel know that that's cap.
No, what are you talking about?
All right. As far as that last statement that Quentin said, do y'all believe that Quentin is telling the absolute truth, or do you think it's a little bit of cap in there? Carrie?
About what part?
About people watching that you know.
Well, like my
that's what you're talking about, Anton?
Yep.
Jesus.
Well, yeah, we know. I think that's cap because he said that people have watched. So
exactly.
Like my friend.
And he's asked you to like delete certain things, or like she sleep already, or so you made a lot of comments. I'm sorry.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. Is she watching right now? Okay, never mind. No, we know that everything.
Go to bed, Tori.
Well, let me read some of the. Actually, I'm gonna read the super chats in a second. I want to ask this last question really quickly. Let me play this last video, and then I want to get y'all thoughts on it.
This is my first video. I don't even know if I'll do another one or not, but I keep seeing this stuff about the male loneliness epidemic. Yeah, that's me. I'm 46, been married twice. Both women cheated on me, then left me. I've now messaged 936 women over the course of about 2 years on dating websites. Almost 1,000 women, each meticulous about each one, about what we might have in common and so forth. I've only gotten 6 replies, 2 dates. One never showed up for her date, and the only other date that showed up asked me to pay off her warrants within the first 10 minutes, and that's it. All I want is to love and be loved, and I cannot do
it. This when men talk about, like, look at yourself in the mirror and say, would you have sex with yourself?
What?
Like, nigga, like look in the mirror, like be honest with yourself, nigga. If you was a girl, would you have sex with yourself?
What do you mean? If you were a girl, would you have sex with yourself?
Why is he so disgusted that women don't want him?
Quentin, how do you think if you were a girl, would you have sex with yourself?
Just look at the mirror and say, if I was a woman, would I fuck that?
Oh man. Man.
That's what I just said.
Quentin said what I was thinking. I'm like, maybe he needs to hit the gym. Maybe get a little bit of a tan. Get some fresh air. Stop trying to meet people online because he thinks they're just as desperate as him.
Man, wait a minute. No, stop. How did this motherfucker know how many people he messaged exactly? This motherfucker.
Carrie
He
is the
has
worst
nothing else
person
to
on his
do.
panel.
936 people.
Carrie is the worst person on his panel.
I got 6
I'll say this right
replies.
now.
That's
Carrie
I
is
don't I
the
don't I don't
absolute
think that's
worst.
funny.
Carrie
We had
is
this
worse than
conversation.
Slimmy. Carrie is worse than Slimmy. The
Why?
reason why
Worse than
Carrie is
Slimmy?
worse than Slimmy is because Carrie cannot. Everything that Carrie thinks is already displayed with her disgust or her reaction or it's all over her face. It's all over. But go ahead, Slimmy. I'm curious as to what you think about this situation.
Man, that's why that weak ass motherfucker is sitting up there like that now.
Oh,
man. What?
Slimmy, you don't feel bad for him?
Fuck no. Fuck him.
That's
Weak
horrible.
as fuck.
That's horrible.
No, he's weak as fuck. That's why he's getting disrespected. And that motherfucker don't want to go
indoctrinating over
outside.
the
Ain't no way I'm gonna know how many people I done messaged on a fucking app. And I'm keeping tally. Man, he deserved that shit. He deserved that shit, man. He's sitting up there acting like a bitch. Man, don't nobody give a fuck about how many people you done messaged. Don't nobody care.
That's
You
horrible.
better listen, stop. No, he need to take his ass the fuck outside, find some gumpy ass broad who ain't gonna give a fuck about what he look like. She gonna like him for him. Find somebody that watch Harry Potter just like you. I watch Harry Potter too, my motherfucker. I'm happy about it. Go find somebody that watch Harry Potter just like you, Lord of the Rings or whatever you like, 51st dates, whatever the fuck you like. Find somebody. Go the fuck outside. Get off that fucking app. It ain't helping you. Use the app for networking. Find somebody that find somebody that got similar
he was
interests.
married twice and both of the women cheated on him, son.
What?
He said he was married twice and both of the women cheated on him.
That's his fault. He didn't pick the right women. He had no discernment. He didn't see no red flags. He got fucked over. Keep it moving, man. Fuck that. Why do you know how many people rejected you? How do you know that? You saying 930 people rejected you. You keeping tally in your mind. That shit is keeping you down. That shit is not helping you. Go the fuck outside, man, and stop. Get the fuck off them apps. That shit is not helping your life. That motherfucker gonna commit suicide, man.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that like that, but
we know you didn't mean it. We know you didn't mean it.
He gonna fuck himself over.
This is the problem with society today, that people feel this way about men. Like, men are at the bottom of everything, literally everything. Like there's like groups for everything but men. Gay people, black women, Asians. There's a group for everybody, and no one cares about men. We say, men, get back out there and try again, and we don't care about men or their feelings, and that's horrible.
Should we?
Yes, we should. Like this, you need to be hyper masculine and do it yourself, and you don't need no help. I think that's stupid. I think it's dumb as hell.
This is not what we're talking about.
Same conversation that we had like 3 or 4 weeks ago. That
you're conflating.
Men need women in a relationship. At least a man has someone to talk to, glean from, and all that. Outside of a relationship with the woman, what does a man have to like emotionally connect with anybody else? In 2025, back in the day, you got the Rotary Club, you got some church clubs. Like it's not there for men anymore. We have this sentiment with all men that fucking get back out there. It's hard out here for men trying to find a woman, especially if you're not
living his purpose.
Economically viable. You ain't got no money, and I think it's rude. And I empathize with this dude and what he goes through. It sucks, man. Like there's data on how much women tell dudes no. And it's crazy.
It's not the same.
He's not living in his purpose though. He's living for a mate. Like his whole purpose for 2 years is internet dating. I have no sympathy for that.
This dude didn't say.
That's
not
attractive to women.
You know what?
Dude didn't say nothing about work.
I love you, Molly, but I would like to see. I would like to see from you, like, just sympathize with a motherfucker. Like Like I want you to feel sorry for
But
somebody.
we have been sympathizing with men for the past 30
No,
years to where they're getting so
sweetheart.
soft to where they can't handle being rejected by women on the internet. We gotta toughen men back up. Remind y'all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
y'all
You
purpose ain't to be fishing for women on the internet all
talking
day and
about
then
two
getting
different
depressed.
things. You talking about two different things, man.
Men need to start growing some balls again and go and do man stuff again and stop living behind
What's
a
man stuff?
computer all day.
What's man
Not
stuff?
living behind a computer, taking action, taking initiative, working out, going outside to do stuff.
The
Y'all are
culture of the
adventurers.
digital dating market as of today is women posting on the internet, men coming up to them and them sending them back to the streets and thinking it's funny. That's what people are posting on TikTok. Women,
But that's not a natural way for men to find a mate. Is through an internet.
No, I didn't say
how do y'all
I didn't say the internet. Like
express y'all
this happens at a gym. This girl has a camera and she shows men approaching her, generally showing interest, and she rejected them. Like, why would a man want to subject himself to stuff like that? That's what the times of the day are doing to men right now.
Well, he's not approaching women in person to even.
I'm talking about men in general approaching women. Like if a woman doesn't
In a
perceive
gym,
you to
I
be
don't think women go
attractive,
to the gym to get picked up by men, though.
it's creepy for you to approach a woman in public if she ain't fucking with you.
Well,
What'd
because
you
some
say?
women just
Hold on,
want to
say
go
that
out
again.
and not
Wait.
be bothered. That's normal, and that's just kind of something y'all have to get over.
Say that last part again, Quinn.
I said it's creepy for a man to approach a woman if she ain't attracted to you.
You saying that's how women think?
Yes.
But if you're living
you
in your
can't
purpose,
concern yourself with that.
yeah,
What
and
you got to
meeting
do is
people naturally.
you got to
Stop
go
going
approach
out
the
and
woman.
hunting all the time. Meet people. Just have a casual conversation. You know, not
It's
every
a lot
woman
of
is out
women
here.
that don't get approached every day, and they wish they would have a guy that come up to them every day.
Facts.
Yeah,
Dudes is not approaching women. Dudes is not approaching women, man.
It's a lot of women that don't get approached ever, and they can't wait for a dude to say something to them.
And the main problem is men, sucker ass men, they can't handle rejection. They can't handle rejection. Period. And dudes don't want to talk about that shit, man. It's a way that you could.
They don't have anybody to talk to. They don't have anybody to talk to.
Stop.
The people that they would talk to sound like you.
Nobody sound like me, nigga.
Left and right all day.
Quinn.
No, they sound like they have your sentiment. Like you're getting too personal. They sound like you and Molly. Fuck you, be a man, go back out there. They don't.
No, that's not what we're saying. Like that's not what we said. That's not what I said. I said I said get off the apps and meet people in real life. You not listening, dog.
Your first sentiment was stop being a bitch and do it. That was your first sentiment when this first conversation started. That was your sentiment. It's be a fucking man, go do it.
My first sentiment was
be a man, go do it. Fuck what you heard.
Stop.
You changed what you say all the damn time.
Can you please stop?
No, you change what you say all the time to prove a point.
Can you stop?
No, I can't stop because you keep changing. Okay. What the fuck you talking about?
You're lying. Now you're lying.
Play it back.
Now you're lying. The first thing I said was
play it back. Play it back.
Stop talking, man. Shut the fuck up with that shit, man. Stop doing that every time I speak, my nigga.
No, nigga, you cut me off, nigga. I was talking, nigga.
Stop. No, you weren't.
Nigga, you stop, nigga.
You weren't talking.
You do this shit every time, nigga. You switch up when somebody
Quinn, you're a child. I understand, bro. I understand.
Men have no one to
understand. I understand.
Understanding people.
I understand. We come from two different worlds. I get it, bro. I get it. We don't have to think the same way. But you got to stop doing that.
I was talking.
If you gonna quote somebody, make sure you saying it right. What I told you, what the first, no, you're trying to tell me what I said.
You and Molly's sentiment. I didn't quote you.
No, I never switched nothing up. The first thing that I said was, how did he keep up with how many people that rejected him? That's the first thing I said.
Gary,
and then I said he needs to get outside. He needs to go outside.
You're a man, go do it. That's what he came out with? You're a man, go do it. What no one.
I never said you're a man, go do it.
I didn't say. I said your sentiment. I didn't say that's what you said.
That's not my sentiment. You're not listening.
I don't know. I don't know.
You aren't listening. I get it. I get it. You don't pay attention when people talk, and you just say stuff.
When you talk,
you weren't paying attention. Okay, then shut the fuck up. Then shut up.
So
If you're
how
not
do men?
listening to me, shut up and stop trying to argue. We up here trying to have a sensible conversation.
You the one been
And you
yelling.
just come up here. You just want to
That's why
argue.
they say
You saying you're
yelling
not
all
listening.
caps. You talking all caps. This is where it came from.
I don't give a fuck about talking in all caps. I don't give a fuck about that. So you were just talking in all caps too.
That's fine. I haven't been.
All right then, nigga. I ain't the only one. So
Yes,
don't act
you
like
are.
it's just me.
All
Stop being
night.
childish.
All
Stop.
night. You just be yelling.
Stop derailing the conversation.
Yelling nonsense for no reason.
Stop derailing the conversation.
Because you're wrong.
No, because I'm absolutely right. That
No,
man
you're
is
not.
acting like a girl on fucking the internet, dog.
No, he's not. No, he's not acting like a girl. No, he's
You
not.
got it, bro. Hey, you be just like him then. You be just like him then.
That's fine.
Handle
How
your
do y'all
problems like
solve-
that.
That's
Running
fine.
to the internet, looking crazy. He looks like,
Yeah.
man, he looks soft as fuck.
How do y'all
He
solve y'all
doesn't have
loneliness
anyone to
problem,
talk
though?
to. People
You don't know
What's
that.
that
People do
problem?
this all
Hey,
the
listen,
time.
Hold on, wait. You cannot say that. You don't know that dude in real life. It could have been
People
five.
don't-
It could have been five of his coworkers
so
at work.
dumb.
It could have been five of his coworkers at work telling him, "Hey, man, you need to go outside." It could have been five of his family members saying, "Hey, you need to go outside." You don't know that. You don't know him.
You don't know a lot of stuff.
You
that
don't
say,
know
but you
him.
speak in
I'm
general.
going by what I see him doing. If he's keeping up with 936 people that rejected him, that man is not the fuck outside, bro. That is obvious.
Well, he was
Maybe
married
So how do you
twice.
solve for male
He was married twice,
loneliness?
so he was out somewhere.
Maybe the app tracks it, Slimmy.
Maybe
Man,
he should
he
get his
tracking that
passport.
himself. He tracking that himself.
You need to be a passport, bro.
I'm only going by what the dude is saying, man. Ain't no way I'm gonna keep up with how many people I done messaged on Facebook, on fucking MySpace, on fucking Black Planet. I don't give a fuck how many people I messaged. This is insane. And you condoning this shit, man. That nigga being a sucker.
See, there you go. You literally proving my point. That's
I'm not proving your point.
What's the
That's
solution,
not your
though,
point.
Quentin?
He don't
What's
have.
the
He don't have
solution?
nobody to talk to.
What's your point, Quinn?
Men don't have people to talk to.
I just said that.
Why
said that
can't
last
y'all
week.
talk to each
Men don't have
other?
people to talk to. He
Because
don't know
they
if that's
sound
him
like
or not.
Slimmy. That's why we can't talk to each other. I said that too. Because if I did that and told that to Slimmy, he gonna fucking say, "Nigga, you a sucker." Nigga, when I fucking talk real shit that real men feel, what the fuck does the chat say? This nigga a simp. That nigga gay. That nigga quitting. Like y'all say the most hateful things when I'm being a man and telling my feelings to you niggas. That's why we ain't got nobody
so you was
to talk
projecting
to.
this whole
That's why
time?
niggas is out here fucking deleting themselves because fucking talking like this. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. And the thing about it is, I don't have these problems. I get most women that I want. I got money. I do what the fuck I want. But I don't look down on people who don't think or act or aren't like me, nigga. I sympathize with people like this. And it's bullshit how y'all treat them.
These men be
Whatever
making
you say,
kids,
man.
though, Quentin. They make kids and they pass that little weird, pathetic mindset down. And then we start talking about DEI and inclusivity and listen to my feelings. And I should be able to wear a dress, mommy, because I have feelings. Even though I have a penis and I need to learn how to solve some problems. And I understand if men need somebody to talk to, they need to find other men in that same frequency as them. But honestly, if y'all know the world don't care, if y'all know the world don't care, then what is
behind
wrong.
sweeting and like single parent homes, and men aren't. You say it all the time, Molly. Like men aren't in home. They don't know how to deal. They're being raised by women. They don't know what to do.
Well,
don't
we
know
gotta
how to-
stop
they don't have
producing
conflict
a
resolution
culture
skills.
that's leaving the women to raise all the boys.
boy.
But if men ain't marrying nothing, what do y'all do?
Carrie, what do you think about this?
I think that was really unfortunate. His video, it made me sad. Like, regardless of what I think about if he should have kept up with the number or whatever, I think the fact that he is saying that he went through all of that stuff and he's lonely, like, I can't help but be like, dang, he needs a hug. Like, now I get those cuddle places because somebody like him
The who?
probably, they have like cuddling services where you can go and get cuddled.
Well, you can pay somebody to cuddle.
What the fuck is
You
y'all
can go and
talking
get
about?
cuddled. You knew about this.
I did not. I don't know nothing about no cuddle service.
He was
Why
like,
would I know about a
you go
cuddle
in the room
service?
and you cuddle with them, like
You
they
can-
pay to
they-
just cuddle.
Yeah, they can cuddle.
Wait. It's a place that you can go to, or is somebody that comes to you?
Either.
People have like services.
You meet up in a hotel and exchange money and cuddle for time.
Do you get some head too?
No, you just cuddle.
It's not sexual. It's not sexual.
Wait.
It's
Y'all
literal
paying?
cuddling.
Men are spending too much time behind computers and indoors. That's y'all problem.
This bitch asses.
Listen,
I'm with Slimmy.
I think that it is a little bit confusing how strongly you guys are coming against him when the other day the whole sentiment was that men don't have a place to express their real feelings and be understood. I'm just saying it seems real hypocritical.
That was
it's not
different. He's crying
This is
over
different.
women.
This is different.
Harry was quiet the whole time we were all screaming and yelling. Y'all could at least let her talk.
You can't conflate things though.
I'm not conflating anything, Slimmy. What am I conflating?
Just giving her opinion, Slimmy.
No, please tell me what I'm conflating. Because Slimmy, you make these statements and then I ask you for clarity on them and you don't give me clarity. So tell me what I'm conflating.
You're talking about a man sitting up here whining about not getting women on the internet. On the internet with a man that is at home with his mom, with his wife, and he can't talk to her, or with women that they're actually dealing with, that they actually work to gain, that they actually build equity with, and they're not listening to him. Those are two totally different things.
So a man only has emotions and feelings that should be heard if he's with a woman.
I said you were conflating. I said you were conflating, and I answered what you were conflating.
No, I'm asking now. I have a new question. So a man who shares his feelings or emotions who does not have a wife, and he's just sharing it outwardly, those emotions and feelings are not valid and are now called him complaining and him being like it's invalid now. Those feelings we shouldn't pay attention to that, care, anything like that.
Who should pay attention to it?
That he's not my problem
Who's
to care
supposed
about.
to pay attention to it?
I'm asking in general, like so
we shouldn't.
Okay, so here's the thing. I think y'all are a bit more cold-hearted. I'm not like that. And to me, this man, having gone through the 2 marriages, getting cheated on, the women leave him, he's doing the whole I don't have to repeat the whole story, but to me, he clearly needs a dose of like pick me up. So I empathize with that. Now, I agree with you in part, Slimmy, where you say, get outside. So we don't know. Maybe he was outside. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he's so beat down, he doesn't even really know how to be outside. Or maybe his energy that he's giving off is creating the result. I believe that too, which is why I do think that he has to go put himself around people who will help build him up, encourage him so that he can attract a decent woman, because he's probably attracting the energy he's putting out, but he's been hit so many times he needs a pick me up. That's why I said I understand now the purpose of these cuddle places, because he probably needs to go get a couple of cuddle sessions. I'm not trying to be funny, but he probably needs to go get a couple of these cuddle sessions and kind of get his little temporary boost. Go surround yourself with some men who will, in a loving yet firm way, say, yo, come on, you let's get this together. Like, you don't have to be here stuck. Like, let's go out. Let's surround himself with some people who are like that, and then get back in the game.
I got a difference of opinion. That nigga need to get his balls back, and he need to go and do the thing that's going to help him be successful. Let me tell you something. I read a comment today. That shit was so funny because it was so true. I had dropped the vlog from yesterday, and they said, damn, Anton, you just left the gym, but nigga, you went to the Hudson's Cafe and you went to Raising Cane's or something like that shit. And they like, yeah, it's 90% diet. Get your ass together. And I was like, that's some real ass shit. Like for real, for real. Like that ain't no hating shit. That's just keeping it 100. Like, yo, stop making excuses and do what the fuck you got to do and get the last percentage of what would make you great and get you over that next hump, right? And so for me, I'm like, that's some real shit. Time to take care of business, time to put away the bullshit, and time to get on top of things and really take this thing serious. The same way that you approach money, the same way that you approach relationships, is the same way that I need to approach fitness. And it's no more excuses. I don't need no sympathy. I don't need nobody, you know what I'm saying, making me feel better about myself. I just need to get my shit together. And it just is what it is. Either I'm gonna do it or I'm not. And so, yes, I understand y'all's sentiment when it comes to, you know, oh, men need to be heard and all of that shit. But that's not gonna translate into results. That's gonna translate into a motherfucker being even worse off than before because men don't have the luxury that women have and being able to just rest on their laurels and wait for somebody to do something for him. If he want that shit, then he gonna have to go and get it. He gonna have to go and get in the gym. He gonna have to improve himself. He gonna have to make some adjustments because whining about it on the internet is not gonna translate into results.
Well,
it just doesn't. Listen, we have feminized society.
To Anton Daniels on antondaniels.com, telling him what you just told us, and he don't have nobody to tell him what you told him in real life.
I'm telling him right now. So the point is, I don't need nobody to listen. When somebody say something, or I know what the fuck I need to work on.
Anton,
I should have did that shit. No, hold on.
It's not the
I should have did that shit a long time ago. But you know what I'm saying? Everything is my fault. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh my God, 936. No, motherfucker, I should have had this shit together a long time ago, and it's time to get that junk together. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the inspiration in the places that I need to do it, but it's nobody else's responsibility to give it to me because I am a man. That's it. I'm a man. And the more that we continue to coddle these motherfuckers, which is why they're so soft in the first place, the more that they are going to lean into their emotions and you just going to keep them lonely forever. The only way for him to be successful is to compete. Unfortunately, we live in a world, fuck culture, fuck society, because we feminize it to make it seem like just because people give you a hug and they make you feel better, that's not going to get him the long-term results of making him happy and helping him to find his purpose in life. The only thing that can make him find his purpose, and hopefully he's hit rock bottom to where he then say, you know what, I need to change things. I need to do things differently because we don't have the luxury as men to sit here and rest on our laurels. Guess what? It's going to be men over here that get all of the fucking women and they're going to take them all from him. And they don't have to share with him. They don't have to say, hey, here's a hoe for you to be able to get your laurels back. No, we live in a society where it's a competition. It's the competition to the top. It's a competition who can get all of the girls. It's a competition who can get all of the money. It's a competition who get all of the accolades. Ain't no participation trophies in life. In my personal opinion, and I understand women in their nurturing nature, but in my personal opinion, it is a kill or be killed society. It's just, that's what it is for men. We can't think about ourselves like women. We don't have the luxury of being like women. I don't want to be like a woman. I just want to go and kill that shit. I want to compete and I want to see where I'm at on the totem pole. And if I'm not high enough, then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go and compete. I'm gonna just work harder at that shit. I don't listen. I know it's a lot of guys that feel some type of way. I don't give a fuck about how y'all. I don't care. I don't care if you feeling some type of way. I don't care if you. My job is not to solve the male loneliness epidemic. My job is to just say the truth and let the chips fall where they may. I'm not trying to make niggas feel better. I don't give a fuck about what you think. And if y'all want somebody to make y'all feel better, then go and get a hug. Go buy the hugs that Carrie just talked about. I don't care about that shit. Nigga, man up. Man the fuck up, bro. Come on, man. Get off the apps. Stop sending messages on apps. When I seen Quentin say, yo, I did this, and then 2K was like, yo, man, Time, I lost 20 pounds. I'm like, the fuck? I'm not about to let these motherfuckers beat me. I'm the king of this shit. There's no way
videos in the chat. You won't even participate with us.
There's no fucking way that I'm going to let Quentin and 2K respectfully, and I love these motherfuckers. There's no fucking way I'm gonna let these niggas show up to the meetup looking better than me at my own shit. No fucking way.
Well, the way that I look before I got on this stream, I just got out the shower, my nigga.
What they don't know is silently we are in competition. They just don't know it because I didn't say it, but I'm absolutely motherfucking keeping score. I'm keeping score. 2K talking about I did this. Quinn talking about, yeah, I just got to get 20. Man, fuck what these niggas talking about. It's on. And that's the way that men should be. This is a competition. This is not a kumbaya, let's all do a sleepover. We not about to go and have a pajama jam.
But it low key is. Why you feel that way, we should also have empathy for those that don't have that mindset or that are less.
No,
That was a man complaining that he can't siphon a woman's energy all day.
Men cannot
He's
be
looking for
coddled.
women to siphon their energy.
That's not coddling. That's
It
not
is.
coddling. That's not
It is.
He should not be looking for
No,
a
it's
woman to
not.
fill him up and charge him up. He is
That's
a grown man.
Y'all talking about
That's his
coddling this
responsibility.
dude? Y'all talking about coddling this dude that's whining on the internet?
A grown, middle-aged man. No, nobody's coddling
Man,
you.
Coddle is not a
Stop looking for
synonym of
women
empathy.
to charge your batteries for you. You take
Y'all
the
are.
initiative.
Oh my
go
God,
get some fresh
man.
air. Go hit the
Coddling
gym.
and
Eat a
empathy aren't the
salad.
same word.
Who said it was?
Well, we said empathy,
so
and you said coddle.
You know what's so
to
funny?
rebut our
Y'all
point.
don't listen to Quentin right now, right? You don't know that once this shit cut off, Quentin is in competition with you motherfuckers.
And Quentin is hitting the gym.
Quentin don't give a fuck about y'all.
No, I do care about some of y'all.
You don't give a fuck about y'all. This nigga trying to knock down everything that he can get his hands on.
I said
Quentin gets
earlier,
more booty than y'all, so
I get
Y'all
one
don't
booty
know who this
currently.
nigga is off camera.
I get one booty.
What
Don't
does
say
that have
that,
to
Molly.
do
Gonna
with
get
him
me in
having
trouble.
empathy for somebody? It's just it's not what is so hard about extending that? It takes nothing away from you. Like I
he's a
don't get it.
grown man.
He doesn't
We
need
get it. I
empathy.
get it.
He
I get
doesn't
that's
need
not
empathy.
true.
He doesn't
Says
need
who?
empathy.
What if he does?
He got a mother.
He doesn't need empathy at this
What if
point
he does?
because
What if
what
he
you're
does?
gonna listen. What's gonna happen is y'all gonna keep coddling these motherfuckers until they delete themselves.
What is coddle?
Because
What
it's
is
never
coddle?
enough. It's never enough.
What is coddle?
Who's gonna tell this motherfucker to get pull up your bootstraps and be a fucking man? If all the sentiment is gonna be, oh, we feel so sorry for you. We feel sorry for you. We feel sorry for Carrie. So what Carrie?
Here's the thing.
Empathy doesn't mean you feel sorry for someone. That's not what empathy means.
Okay, so let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask you a question, Carrie and Quentin. When he said that both of his chicks cheated on him, that didn't like register with y'all to say, you know
exactly.
what? This dude got to have a different mindset or because if both of the chicks left him and cheated on him back to back, right? And he was a good guy. At some point, do y'all not say, you know what? Dog, you need to get some balls about yourself.
Well, the first thing I thought when he said that was like, there's something that you doing that two women cheated on you. That's the first thing I thought.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean that I can't empathize and understand what he's going through.
And I said that I believe he's clearly at a low where he needs a little pick me up, which is why I said the cuddling, because the physical touch. I need somebody to just touch me, just make just a second, and then surround himself with men who, and I said this, will tell him firmly but in love, listen. Let's go. You got to get up. You got to get off of the thing. You got to come out here.
He needs a straight up. He need a David Goggins.
Everybody doesn't respond to that the same.
Listen, if I see a nigga on the internet and his own first and only video, because that is something that women do on TikTok. You will never ever have a shortage of women that records that put that type of content on TikTok.
I'm about to say the most.
No.
Think
about it like this:
if
a man put this camera in front of his face, and his first video is that, and he rewatches it and he say, you know what, this is a good one. I'm about to put this, I'm gonna upload this. That's not concerning to you?
He's yelling for help. Like
He's
no, that
desperate
is
for
concerning.
women.
That's the
That's
point. It is concerning.
I'll say
And
this.
so,
I
go
know it
ahead.
sounds like a woman, but sometimes you have to meet people where they are.
no, you
Shut the
don't.
fuck up, dog. Like you have like everyone isn't receptive to
Why
like
though?
you tell
Man,
That's the
Quinn, man, you just
journey.
up here
Why?
saying
because we're
anything, man.
human.
Y'all
We're
really up here
human.
saying anything,
No.
man.
So Carrie gave
No.
her solution. She said that
Jesus.
he needs to get a cuddle buddy.
First,
And
that's just to jumpstart. That's just to jumpstart to get
okay,
him out of
so
being so. Because I agree that he is in a very woe is me,
Carrie,
low
let me ask you a
state,
question.
and
It's
Carrie,
his
called
let
an
me ask
energy
energy
he's giving
vampire.
off.
Carrie. If you were a single woman, okay, and you're learning about this person that you're about to go on a date with or whatever, and you talking to him before you go out, and you say, yeah, you know what, one time I had to get a cuddle buddy because I was so down. What would you think about him?
I would.
Nope.
I mean,
No.
but he doesn't
Nope.
have to tell anybody.
Carrie,
Anton.
He
Nope.
told the world though.
I
Carrie,
would be like,
Carrie.
I would be like, wait, what? So why? Like, what brought you to have to go get cuddles? Like, I would talk to him. I would
Cool.
ask him
So,
questions.
but would you still be attracted to him? Be honest, Carrie.
I don't know that I would already be attracted to him just by meeting him online, though.
Let's
So
say
I don't
you
know
was
if there's.
attracted to him and your impressions of him, and then he says, "Yeah, man, because I had to get a cuddle buddy one time." What would that do to you?
It would. I mean, it would definitely raise a flag. Like, why? But I don't know. I don't know that it's not something that couldn't be talked through. I would probably need more context. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh, bye, and ghost them. But I would definitely
If a
ask
guy
questions.
told you that he paid a woman to come over and cuddle with him, that wouldn't be a red flag for you. Just and it's cool.
I said it would be a red flag enough for me to ask questions. But if we're just because this is somebody I'm gonna go on a date with, right? So this isn't nothing heavy yet anyway. So it depends on what his response is to the story of the cuddle situation, how long ago, what it was for, all of that. It would kind of depend. But it may look. I'm not dismissive like that. Like, I'm not that quickly dismissive of a person. I'm very interested in the backstory of things because I understand that people go through stuff at stages of their
You
life.
wouldn't even be interested in going out. You wouldn't give him no box. You wouldn't be none of that, Carrie. Let's be.
Well, I'm not just going to get nobody no box that I just met on the internet going out on a date.
You're not gonna go out on no
You wasn't
second
getting
date
no
with him.
box anyway.
Exactly.
Huh?
You're not going out on no second date with him.
I don't know. Like, if he just had a cuddle session last week, then that'd be like, I don't think you really need to be on here right now. But if it's like, yeah, I remember 5 years ago, I was at a real low phase in my life where, whatever. And then I ended up going to do this cuddle session and then I got myself together.
What if he had a cuddle session and it was with a guy? Would that also be?
Oh, here you go. Yeah,
I'm
that's
asking a question. I just want to know because I
I would
because I
talk to
don't know.
him because I would be friendly and carry out the conversation. But yeah, I don't need to meet up with you if you cuddling with a guy.
Why? The cuddle session was to give him that extra boost that you suggested.
With a female, not
Why
with
did
a
it
guy.
have to be with? So wait a minute.
It can't be a guy.
Why not?
Because you needed the whole purpose is like you need physical touch from the opposite sex, not you just need somebody to come and well, in my perspective is it should be someone of the opposite sex. So if you got a cuddle session with a guy, I'm like, nah.
If you just need the
I
intimacy and the
think
touch and the
Rain
touch
has
of somebody, why
Rain
would
has
it
a
matter?
beautiful idea. It says new business carries cuddles.
My husband ain't be for that, but yeah.
No, I mean, but seriously, if he just needed
intimacy,
an extra boost, and it wasn't gonna be nothing sexual because it's not sexual cuddles, but he needed somebody and it just so happened to be a guy. Would that make a difference?
Now, here's what would make a difference. If he said that he went and he joined some men's group, men's ministry, or like some brotherhood or whatever, and because guys will have these things where they go do like these men retreats or these real in-depth things where they get real deep into how they're feeling about stuff. So if he said he went to one of those and one of the guys gave him a hug and he just broke down, he needed to get
That's
everything
not what we're
out,
talking about, Carrie.
then I'll be like, okay, I get that. But
That's not
you
what we're talking
going
about.
to a cuddle service with a guy, I'll be like, nah, because you could have chose a woman and you chose a guy.
What's the difference?
There's a woman as opposed to a man.
What's
Those
the
are two
difference?
different. A lot is different.
Like,
Well, to me, you probably need okay, I think if you go for a cuddle session, especially if you're a man, I would think you need nurturing woman. You need intimate, like, essence woman. You need soft woman. So to me, what would be the reason you would go for a man to cuddle you? Because they cuddle, like they sit on the couch and like
I've
cuddle.
never
It's
seen
not
it
like a
before, so
hug.
I don't know.
I've seen videos. It's like cuddle. It's like rub your back. It's like, let's lean over to the side. It's like
The only time I see it, Constantine was doing it on one of his streams, and I thought it was awkward.
Yeah, I agree with Ryan. Do it come with a pacifier?
I think ultimately, like, Anton,
give him his blankie.
Your sentiment behind what you would tell him is correct, but there's also a different way to tell him, where it would land a little different, and he'd be more apt to receive it.
I agree.
That's too much thinking about his feelings. He's not a child. He's not a little girl. He's not a woman.
See, you're dismissing the man's feelings right now.
Because sometimes logic and feelings can't exist. You are a man. You aren't built to be all receptive and emotional. And I feel, and these women are rejecting me. That is pathetic. And we have enough of those men walking around. I'm sorry.
Just like it's a subset.
It's
Just
too
like we
much
can
of
say
this.
it's a subset of men that prey on women trying to get them pregnant. It's a subset of suckers that just want to tell all, and they don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the fucking work. Man, there's people that done came from nothing. They ain't letting no shit like fucking 5,000 rejections stop them from moving forward in life. This, like, what the fuck are we talking about?
But he's saying he's lonely. I get
fuck
what
loneliness.
You're
Step
saying.
your grind up.
He's picky because he had an option. He didn't want to pay her warrants.
Get what's the grind he should be getting up? Like, y'all are equating the fact that he's saying he's lonely to like his whole being,
and
like
y'all
he's
just making it seem like
loser
women want
if he doesn't
everybody.
do
this. Women will want me. That's not the case.
I just wanted to see what it is, so I pulled up.
He was in a hotel room when it happened with another chick. This wasn't the background I remember. He was in a hotel room.
I'm nervous at.
Last night, I thought I had flushed that.
What is it?
I don't know, like, it just calms me. Like, I don't know why. But all right, so like, what, like, all right, so it's just based off like how, cause the way I did it, it was just based off like what I like. So like, all right, so
yeah, this was after the first cuddling.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a boo.
Huh?
I got a boo.
Let me see something.
Man, get me out of here.
They need their mother.
Get me the fuck out of here.
He just needs to release. He just needs it to come out. Get all of that blockage out.
This shit
blockage out.
No, man, no.
And then he can man up.
Then
he can do all the stuff you're saying for him to do.
He can go conquer the world now.
He can do it. He can go do it. He got all that blockage and negative stuck energy out.
No.
Look at her. Look, he's
Both
breathing.
tell me in your comments what you like and what you'd like to see more of. I'm going to stop talking for the rest of this video so you can sink deeply into relaxation.
Look, he's so relaxed.
This that white people stuff. I'm sorry.
So
relaxed. Whoa, Molly.
Man.
Why is he the
Hey,
spoon?
fellas, don't do no shit like this. Don't do no shit like this to run from no
And then
problems,
when she
man.
leaves, then what?
Then he
Man.
has a dose of energy now. Now he can go and
Like this is
do
a
what he needs
dopamine
to
hit for
do.
him.
Yes.
He needs to go to some pet shelters, go pet some dogs. There's other things you can do.
For some
Yeah,
people, that might be
get
a
a pet.
solution too. For some
Get a
people, that
No,
pet.
might
don't
be a
get a pet.
solution
He too
too.
lonely for a pet.
They're
He might
called
do
emotional
something
support
freaky for
animals
that
for a
pet.
reason.
Hey, welcome,
He can just go
honey.
visit.
Come on in. How was your trip over here? Did you find parking okay?
Yeah, it's all right.
All right. Oh,
This is like a bad porno.
Yes, it's like,
I'm glad you
Hey
came on so
man,
to see me.
these
Went
dudes gonna
down.
miss they're gonna miss a cuddle
Leaving,
session
so you
and they're
can
gonna
settle
delete
in
themselves.
a little bit. So I'm checking with your legs. Didn't want to be crossed or
This is sad,
I
man.
don't know
Like
if
this is
share
so wrong.
anything that you noticed
This is wrong.
anytime during the session.
This
So it can
is
be like,
wrong.
oh, I noticed my
How is it wrong? They're not
shoulders are
breaking any
relaxing.
rules. They're respecting one another's space. She is helping him.
I'm so
They're
glad
talking through. How is
you
this wrong?
This is
all he
wrong.
missing is a boob in his mouth.
But
This is
ejaculating
wrong.
a woman's mouth is not wrong, but this is wrong.
Say that
What?
again.
Facts. Speak.
How
Speak on
I
it.
don't get that.
Wait, what'd you
Speak
just
on
say?
it.
I don't get that.
No,
Wait, what did you just say,
I think,
Carrie?
I think that's no, Carrie, you're wrong.
What did you just say, Carrie?
I said
You heard
how
her. Please.
right, he did. You're
No,
right.
I didn't hear you. What'd you just say?
So much.
Put it in the back chat.
No. Why is it
Yeah,
going
I
in the
can't
back
say
chat?
anything.
Because everybody
Why is
heard
it going in the
about
back chat?
I shouldn't say it twice, but my point still stands. That's weird that you say that so openly, like that's gravy, and this is so wrong. Like
What are you
that.
talking about?
I know what I'm talking about.
This is wrong.
It's get weird.
Okay.
It's just
What do you
weird that
see?
you.
So what do you
It
see
just
right
seems
about
so
this?
weird that you're so like wrong, adamant. But some of
Why
the
is that
things
weird?
that you say, because of what I said, but you'll be like, fellas, instead of shooting up the club, shoot in her mouth.
What does that have to do with this? What the fuck?
How are you
Stand
so
down, Carrie.
okay?
What does that have to do with this?
Standing down.
What? No. Hell no. What does that have to do with
I don't
this?
think Carrie's husband will like you yelling at her.
What does that have to do with this? Are y'all trolling?
You got it, Slimmy.
He used a you on you. I don't want to say this. I do want to say, you notice those men were white. So this is a black. I think this is a black man issue. White men, clearly white men go through it, but I think we go through it more or less.
Well, white men are getting these cuddles and they still have the highest deletion rates. So
they're also married more too. So there's that.
they also are deleting themselves at a higher rate. So it's something else going on because that's not solving the problem.
I don't understand what's wrong with busting in a chick's mouth. I don't understand.
Forget it.
No, what's wrong with it?
It's diabolical.
How?
That's not where it was meant to go.
How?
It was meant to go in a condom or a vagina, not in their mouth.
Family, what is wrong with it? I don't understand that.
Do you want some in yours?
She said it's so proper.
He said like she was offering.
I know, right? You want another cup of porridge? You want some in yours?
Carrie on fire tonight.
Oh man. That was funny.
polite too.
Slim, you gotta come back.
Molly's having hot flash, like they be in church when the preacher talks to
Oh Jesus!
Because you never know what direction the conversation is gonna go.
I can't even clap back at that.
Anton and his lasting questions.
Molly, when I see you in person, I want to see the softest form of you I've ever seen in my life. When I see you in person, Molly, can you do that for me?
The softest form.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna cuss me out and be like, nigga, like punch me, like what's up, my nigga, like punch me?
No, of course not. No.
Carrie won tonight.
Carrie has been on point.
Carrie won.
And Anton says it all the time. Like Carrie, a woman's superpower, she's like feminine. She just like you be yelling, and she just like this, and just lay the facts now.
She won. I ain't got no clap back.
Carrie Common gives me COVID.
What?
What does that even mean? Oh, go ahead, bust down the super chat.
I'm about to. I just got to catch my breath.
Oh, that was funny.
What the fuck is going on? Jesus Christ! How did this happen? You know what? That's your fault, Quentin.
That what?
Fucking Carrie tonight.
I didn't fuck Carrie tonight. What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I knew he was gonna grab that.
You said fucking Carrie tonight. What the hell?
No, because when she first came up on behind the back chat, he was like, "Carrie, you look fresh tonight." That was all she needed.
Exuberant.
Carrie, you looking fresh tonight. It's like, oh shit, here we go.
Y'all funny.
Don't give her compliments.
Oh man,
need no help. She already got herself.
I just think ultimately, like in life, men, women, we should just empathize with humans. Just put it that way, more.
Just let me go, y'all.
Yes, let me come back.
Let me read the super chats. I can tell y'all never read the Bible for real because Anton is spot on. Shout out to Live Sega. I appreciate you. Darian Murray says Solomon wasn't punished for multiple wives, but for worshiping false gods with his pagan concubines. 6'8" Aquarius says 2K, your wife will respect you to have a combo in private for you cheating in Walmart, but she will lose trust in you. Why cheating in Walmart? Quasar 444 says, here lately, Slim has been acting like James Evans.
Who's that?
Raheem Jackson says, Carrie, you want to understand men. Here's a song. People always talk about reputation. I don't care about your other girls. Just be good to me. Danny Shea says, Slimmy volume on megaphone tonight. KLA, the Wanderer, says, the downfall of a lot of men, like the guy in the video, is that they don't know what to say to women unless it's the same corny stuff that other women hear and ignore them. Raheem Jackson says, Anton, tell Claude and Ray to stop arguing. That's Slimmy and Q Diddy. 936 says Tony Techie Cyber. OG War Machine says, Slimmy, you missed the part where the white dude said it may be his only time post on the video. Slimmy, you are 100% wrong. He didn't win a genetic lottery. If you weren't 9 feet tall, you wouldn't get no action too.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Hoffenheim says, I'm with Quentin on this. I normally are for being a man, but damn, sometimes you have to fall back and let everything out. But maybe not on the internet. Carrie tap dancing around a question like Gregory Hines, damn cuddle sessions. Slimmy be talking like he's Idris Elba. He's just OG War Machine coming for you tonight, Slimmy. He's just 9 feet. My sincere. Google that last name. You will see what I mean. I squatted 515 pounds today. Catch up Anton competition. Executive Suite Emily says, I'm with all of the smoke. Let's see at the next meetup. I'm going to step on y'all necks. Let's do it, fellas. No pajama jeans or flare jeans.
Ultra stretch over here, nigga.
Bob Hines says, you can have empathy and still say you have to get it done as a man. Bullshit says a man doesn't need anything or anybody to help him. MP says Carrie would get drier than a Popeye's biscuit. Tyrant says from the time I was a child and even after high school, I was depressed. I was a depressed teenager. I was on medication and in therapy. You have to find a fight from within in order to keep going. Having pity parties don't do nothing. You don't do nothing.
Sometimes you got to find somebody to pull out of you too.
Darian Murphy says the dangerous thing about Carrie is she gives advice to men that is the worst thing for them. With all the confidence in the world. Cuddle sessions? Lucid Experience says, after this segment, I see why Slimmy been single. He don't need cuddling. He need counsel from fellow men to help uplift him. It costs nothing to be kind. Loneliness rate for men. And 25 is going crazy, and y'all joking him.
Facts.
Hoffenheim says, I bet Carrie has soft skin.
Nothing factual about that.
Soft skin, perfect to cuddle. If I need cuddling, then I'm gonna go to my mom. Damn. Ellie Miles says this is what some women be meaning when they say men want princess treatment. Tyrant says this is the part of the stream sponsored by Charmin Ultra Soft. Chipe Auto LLC says, Anton, if he book a session with you, what will you tell him? Please answer this question. Slimmy, you just be yelling. You need to seek understanding. I would tell him exactly what I told y'all. I think that he need to man up. I think you need to hit
you
the
wouldn't
gym.
say it in that manner. Like you don't
Yeah,
talk
you wouldn't
like that.
yell it at them.
Who don't talk like it?
You wouldn't yell it at them.
There's no way.
You
like
know what?
Anton, you gonna air me out. Anton, you told me some stuff in the most mentorous, chillest, like man, like no yelling. Quentin, I need you to, and it wasn't hard.
Same.
Yeah, but that's
very direct.
It was direct, but not hard.
Same, very direct and very like, okay, I got you. But
there
it
are
was still
plenty
like,
of people.
I'm talking to you with respect.
There are plenty of people that will tell you, probably some in this very chat, that will tell you that I have absolutely went off on people. I mean, went off on
But
people.
you probably saw something in them that's what they needed.
Correct. And for him, I think he needs to be dealt with accordingly. I don't think that he needs to be soft kept and to be cuddled with and all of that. I think that he absolutely just needed straight up, real talk. And he needs to be pushed.
Not a cuddle from you, not from a man.
I don't think he needs a cuddle in general. I don't think he needs cuddles.
I don't think we know this man well enough to know how he would receive your coaching.
I'm telling you, man. Listen.
How you gonna say we don't know? You don't know if we had coaching calls with him.
But different people has gotten different things depending on what they needed, and so everybody is not treated the same. All of the calls don't go the exact same way. I don't treat everybody and say, "Oh man, you need to do this." How I deal with women, how I deal with guys, how I deal with dusties versus how I deal with people that are successful and giving them additional insight. It's all different. It's all.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying you haven't yelled at people. I can't see, especially if this was your first session with the guy. I can't see you being like, "Yo, you better man up." Da-da-da. I can see you talking straight, talking direct, but it's a level of like, I still am gonna treat you like a person. Like I'm gonna treat you like with some level of decency, and I don't know. I don't see you being like that, but I could be wrong.
Let me see. Where else was I at? Princess Treatment, part of the stream, book a session. Okay. Triggy says, I see the cuddle sessions are the same as getting a massage or going to the gym. It's literally the same thing. I'm gonna book me a cuddle session on camera and I'm gonna show y'all.
You should do it. Do it.
In real life, yeah, do it on the Darth Vader.
You should do it.
That shit is gonna be so awkward. That shit gonna be awkward as fuck.
I ain't gonna have no clothes on though.
No, there's probably a rule against that.
Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit.
No, I'm gonna have my briefs on.
No, you probably have to keep everything on.
So what the fuck is the point of hiring somebody to come cuddle you if you can't
It's
even
not
take your
that.
clothes off?
It's not that kind of cuddle.
I don't sleep with clothes on.
It's not an intimate cuddle.
You ain't going to sleep. You cuddling.
Right.
If it's not so you telling me them laying on my fucking back, rubbing my head and shit, that ain't no intimate cuddle?
Yeah,
No,
it is.
it's not supposed to be.
So she laying, and the way that my stuff is, it comes above the navel.
Stop.
So if she's laying right here, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Where y'all go? I'm saying, listen.
We gotta finish the super chats.
No.
That's the first time in 8 months I agree with Slimmy.
We gotta finish the super chats.
If she's laying right here
Give
on my
a nigga
chest.
an inch, want to be a cowboy, Gus.
If she's laying right here on my chest. So you telling me I can't tell her to kiss the tip?
Move to the nasty stew. Yay! $50. Enough internet for tonight. Good night.
I already knew where this was going.
I'm gonna hire a cuddle buddy. I'm gonna ask him what the requirements are.
That's not gonna be the same type as what them dudes was getting.
Y'all don't know what kind of service.
No, you looking for a Deshaun Watson cuddle.
That nigga get married, so y'all can't say shit about him no more.
Shit, that don't change what happened to him.
I mean, they was lying.
No, listen. So you telling me these niggas is just hiring people over there and that's it?
Yeah. Everyone doesn't care about coitus.
No, they care about it. That's just not what they're there for. That's not what they're there for. They probably leave there and pay a hooker.
This is crazy. Y'all niggas.
Also, everyone's not into inane sexual experiences either. They're not.
Nasty Sue said enough internet for the night. Shout out to Nasty Sue. We appreciate you. MP says, Carrie comment, give me COVID.
I don't know what that means.
You got to remember when they typed it. It was relevant for the moment. OG War Machine is back again. Says Slimmy talks like you need a cuddle session. Stop yelling at someone's wife, dude. Hella disrespectful. You would never do that to my wife, just saying. Do you want some in yours?
I don't give a fuck about you or your wife, nigga. Like, I'm going to yell at you, nigga. The fuck?
Carrie Swisher. D says Carrie is switching from the logo tonight. Carmela Ella says, one man who was trying to date me said he cries at Disney shorts. I was immediately turned off. Only the strong survive out here. More masculine men, please. Oh, ejaculating in her back door, says Hoffenheim.
Oh, dear fucking heavens.
I'm just reading the super chats. I can't tell you what the intention is. All I do is read them. Jay Mills says, Slimmy, you may need a cuddle session, bro. Yo, I know what I'm going to get y'all for Christmas. Part of y'all Christmas gift going to be cuddle sessions. How about that?
It depends on with who.
No, you got to take the cuddle session that I give you.
Come on, be with Molly.
No.
Molly ain't cuddling with nobody in this business. Like pat me on the back and like, you good, my nigga?
You should be so busy with stuff you don't even realize that you need a cuddle.
Ain't
so
nobody
busy
that busy, Molly. What the hell?
That's the problem. Man ain't that busy no more. They got time to DM somebody 1,000 times and get rejected every time.
That was 1,000. 936.
So, Molly, when I work my 9 to 5, what should I do at 5 o'clock when I'm off work? Go do some more work?
Take you a little nap and then wake up and go do something else. Yes. Y'all are men. Y'all got 24 hours in a day. Y'all bodies literally go with the sun cycles. Yeah. Get up and work. What else is there to do?
Text 969 women.
If he audited that time, he could have spent all that time for those 2 years doing something way more beneficial for his life, but I digress.
DJ Ace Production says, Carrie, we love your proper explanation. Today's word is ejaculate. Tricky says, if my sincere is diabolical. Executive Suite Emily says, cuddles with Carrie. Book your session today. Carrie will make so much fucking money.
Yep.
Lucid Experience says, my sincere, nah, Slimmy, you got to squabble up with whoever said that. That's nasty work. Shout out to Von Cobb in the building. I appreciate you. Says, God bless. Good night, y'all. Dre with the K says, can we request a Wagoneer for the cuddle session? Facts.
Facts.
Wagoneer cuddle with Mika got me.
This is the same nigga that was married, just talking about his wife. You worried about Mika. Fucking contradictory ass nigga. Yeah, that's the same nigga.
Oh,
you
sir.
contradictory ass piece of shit.
Sir.
No, y'all y'all don't understand the nature of men. I told y'all that. 6'8" Aquarius says, Slimmy, men don't say the fuck, bruh. Chill, fam. Slimmy, why they coming at you right now, man?
I don't even know that corny ass dude. I don't know why he typed my name so many times. We appreciate the super chats though. Thank you. That was weird as fuck.
Any other thoughts? Actually, I'm about to leave in about 30 minutes. I got to go to the studio.
I think we need to give humans grace in life.
I concur.
And don't be so quick to judge. People,
We've been given too much grace.
We don't know what people are. These are my final thoughts. We don't know what people are going through, type of things. So I just think we should give grace and meet people where they are.
Now, okay. As a woman,
I
think man needs to be man again. Get your balls back. Stop waiting on a woman to come save the day.
I think we all need to draw closer to God.
God said, you have balls. Go take action with all that testosterone. Go push some weights around. Go cut some grass. Get off the internet. Go touch some grass. The women you
definitely
seek
should touch
are not
grass.
seeking
Women
you
should
on
too.
the internet.
Women should too. We all need grounding. So everybody should go touch some grass.
Well, I'm
gonna say this. You should never message a man so many times on the internet instead of paying attention to your wife. You should be with your wife by now. You feel me? Stop coddling these men, man. Because they grow up to do stupid shit like that. Worry about your wife, nigga. Message me
And the
that
only
many
men,
times.
the only men in the chat that are offended are the softies who got their mama's attitude and mindset. Think somebody's supposed to coddle y'all all day. Pull the boob out your
Stop
mouth.
coddling these dudes, man.
Go find you
Stop
something
coddling them.
productive to do. Y'all be in Anton chat every day, typing my name, crying about something. Yes, I'm talking to y'all. Y'all are so dusty. Y'all be having the most to say, but I don't never see y'all on no panel.
Ooh, she calling
Invite
them
me
out
on y'all
today.
channel.
She calling them out today.
Yeah, because it's this the most crybaby generation of grown men ever. Like, who raised y'all? I don't be on the internet like that, so I don't see it in real life. Like, the men I see are actual men, and they work, and they like the fact that they work. Y'all just want a woman just to pet y'all butt, change y'all diaper. Tell y'all are the best, even though y'all don't work out, y'all don't go outside, y'all ain't making money. Tighten up.
Anton had a whole smoke show. Ain't nobody had no smoke. Ain't nobody had no
No,
smoke
because they're
in
hiding
Houston.
behind their phone, typing away. Most of them don't even be having a picture of themselves up. Shut up. Y'all shut up. Y'all are dusty and ugly.
Well,
wait, somebody said something to you, Molly? Who's Rob?
Well, that's that. D says, Carrie, would you cuddle Ye and his clan roll for 10,000?
I think that would be husband approved.
Nah, man. Kanye was wilding.
Mr. Robinson says, exactly. Worry about your wife. Don't worry about my Mika.
Huh?
He's talking about the dude that was saying Wagoneer cuddles for Mika.
So weird.
Anyways, well, listen, that is a hell of a stream. I am headed to the studio, and then I got to catch a
Oh, you
flight.
say you got to record?
Yeah, I got to go and do some work for all of the stuff for tomorrow, and then I got to do a pre-record for the Millionaire Morning Show. So
I'm about to go play my video game and take people's money.
all right, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We out. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.